We live.
That's right.
Oh man. Well, and we got four whole people up in here.
Hey, can get better. It's getting better.
At one time we had eight. Now we got five.
Oh, they'll come back around here in a minute.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, we got I said competition is good. We got Danimals live and then Angerholics went
Yeah,
live. Uh and so I don't care. Competition is good.
that's right. That's right. They'll be around before we get finished. You watch it, tell you.
Oh yeah. All
So
right.
Hello there, Miss Melissa. Thank you for dropping my link, Melissa. Good
Let's
morning.
welcome let's
How you
welcome
doing?
people who's chatting just chatted. Don't know if they're still here or not. But Sisquanish Stan, the beautiful Melissa, a Canadian fishing musician Rich.
how you doing,
Welcome
Brent?
in. Welcome in, Pork Chop. And that's all that's chatted so far.
Well, howdy, everybody. How you doing?
How's everybody doing tonight?
No.
Hope everything is good for you.
She's looking.
Smooth as a silky chicken. Gone.
Look at that smile, brother.
Yeah,
Welcome in.
see you
Fishing
now.
Yeah, I come up when we was in the basement, he pulled me up, I let him do a double take at land. I said, what? No, boy.
Oh man.
Looking good, man. What's up, Chop Chop?
Melissa said it looks great, Lance.
Hey,
Thanks,
looking
Melissa.
good.
Uh,
Birthday time of the year.
Canadian says I think I know
Nah,
you
Rich. Man, now I'll get ID for everything.
Yeah, I'm about to shave his peach fuzz off my face when it gets a little bit warm.
well. I need a haircut.
Yeah, I might well gonna get a haircut too, because I ain't had one about a year. I cut
This,
it
this
The only
myself.
thing they ain't cutting, man, it's growing.
Yeah, I cut it a couple times myself, but it's getting a little botchy and rough looking now. I need to go to a professional and get them
yeah,
to do it.
that's me. Melissa cuts my hair, and
Well, hell, man, you got a professional. What are you talking about, man?
that's what I mean.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I don't do too good. I look up in the mirror, take my shield, I'm cut around the ear. I said, make sure you hold them ears there. Then I just kind of botch the back of it up because I can't see it. And I do that a couple of times. Then after it gets real rough and notchy looking, when it grow back out, I go to my best friend's wife, got a salon. And Kim, she'll cut my hair for me. Don't
there you
take
go.
her but about 3 minutes, man. I sat down. She said, you ready? I
Oh,
said, what? I just sat down.
oh, we got another one wanting up
Uh-uh.
on the screen.
Man, when I was, how you doing,
Welcome.
Mr. Adam?
Hey, hey, who is that over there in the corner?
That's me. It's Lance.
Well, you said I must stay.
Sure is. Hey, Lance. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Hoagland.
Hey, Steve Adams.
What's up, buddy?
Well, nothing. Peanut butter and mayonnaise.
Oh man, that don't get no better than that. Now all you need to do is smother it up in a
She
spoon of
likes it.
cider and we're ready.
She likes it, Melissa.
You ain't got a banana in there?
No, no, but if I had one, it'd be in there.
Oh yeah. Peanut butter, banana, mayonnaise, and banana. Ooh, that's good stuff.
Man, I love all that. Hey, pork chop, Melissa.
Yeah, man, I love it too. I love to put peanut butter. You know that has stalk. Celery got that little trough in it. I fill that little trough up with peanut butter all the way down. I can tear that stuff up,
Oh
man.
heck
That's some good
yeah.
stuff.
I do the same thing, but I put a ranch dressing down in it.
Oh, that's good that way too.
Yeah, I do that same thing with peanut butter sometimes, and then sometimes I use cream cheese to put in that little trough.
Oh man,
I can't have no cream cheese.
Oh man.
only reason I can't have it because I ain't got none.
Welcome in, Duggar. 909.
How you doing, Doug?
Down, Mr. Duggar.
I hope your wife's doing a lot better.
Yeah, but I was getting ready to ask you the same thing, man. Been praying for you and your family, your wife, everybody, man. I hope everything's getting better for y'all.
When a few more people get in here, I got an announcement to make.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Neither.
We in trouble?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I thought you scared me. I thought I lost. You was gonna tear up my contract. I'd be done lost my job.
Don't cut the pay.
Yep. Can't get no lower than what I pay him now.
Hey, I just so proud to be here. I appreciate you letting me up on the panel. That means the world to me.
Hey, Canadian.
Ain't like you keep me in the basement, won't let me come up. You do bring me up on panel, so I got no need to complain.
We missed you last night, Kenny.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you what I did last night. And this is on me, man. This is on me. So I was in a few lives jumping around last night and all. And I went there, fixed me a pot of coffee, right? About 1 o'clock, a little after. Poured me a big old mug of it. And then I come in here and sat down in the chair, put Mike's fishing on, chatted a little bit in there, said hi to a few people. And I just kind of sit back in my chair, let it back some. I woke up, it was getting daylight this morning.
Yeah.
Man, I said, well, Hog Leg be up in a few minutes. I get up on the panel. Next thing I know, I woke up and looked at the window, was starting to get daylight. I said, good Lord, I looked at my phone to see what time it was. I said, man, that show slipped up on me. Yeah. So my bad.
It really is me.
Oh man.
Well, I'm gonna throw everybody off clean shaven.
Oh,
yeah, man, you look different, ain't no doubt. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing, girl? Yeah. What's that? Lynn, Catfish Fever, what's up, bud? Yeah, man.
Good up there, man.
Hey, Lynn.
Yeah, he's okay, Rich. I heard from him a little while ago, and he said his stomach's still bothering him, and he'll be up here in a little bit.
Tell him put a diaper on and get up here.
He might have some kind of bacteria from something he eat. He might have to go to the doctor and try to get some antibiotics to take that bacteria out of him. But they're gonna have to do a biopsy and find out what kind of bacteria it is, so they'll know what kind of antibiotics to give him.
Hey, Kimberly.
The reason I know because my dad's going through that right now.
Hey,
That's right. God is great.
All the time. Every day. He's always in control, no matter what the situation is.
Welcome in, Dink over Stink.
What he said, Dink? You stink? Catfishing? Oh, I mean Dink over Stink. What's up, brother?
we have a new person in the fishing community.
Dink know I just messing with him, man. He good dude.
I miss Kimberly.
Y'all see what Kimberly did to John?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
No, I didn't see it. You gotta tell me what happened.
Oh
You need to
man.
go look. Got a video.
All right, I'll go check it out.
Yeah, you gotta check that one out, man. That's funny.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was kind of
I
messed
don't
up.
see how he did that. And without, if that had been me, I'd have said a bad word. But he didn't. I don't know what that was he said, but it wasn't a cuss word.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I gotta go check it out. I've been running around here today, and I ain't looked at no YouTube at all today. That's very unusual for me.
We used to do that all the time with mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, we did too with mustard. Mustard's hard to get off too.
Oh,
Man,
I got the idea he might have got slapped with something there.
remember when I was a kid, man, my cousin, it was a Sunday. He done passed out between football games. He was drinking all day from morning. It was about noon. They done put makeup on him. They put a dress and everything. He was that out of it. He
Yeah.
woke up. He was not happy.
Oh my god.
Nah, laying no hot date, man. My girlfriend's sitting in the living room.
Yeah, he done start. He been listening to Barry White. He trying to make some major moves. That's what it is.
How glad you don't get any of those tornadoes over there?
You talking to me?
How glad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so far we haven't.
You got a bunch of them in South Alabama.
Yeah, I seen that.
There was some. But 3 storm chasers went all the way across southern Mississippi today. I watched all them.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think we had any.
Matter of fact, let me.
But they were just right out here about 30 miles east of me at one time.
Let me pull
Reed
up the radar.
Timmer or whatever his name is.
I ain't checked it out either, but
Always
know.
will be to the day I die.
I know it's supposed to be some rough winds all night tonight, some rain. They say heavy at times around right along Bird. Now I heard it raining a little while ago, beating against the window, but I ain't heard it in a while.
Me and Lucky was taking a nap on the couches after this evening and got a big window out there in the front in the den. Man, that wind was blowing that rain up against that window and it woke both of us up. He was sitting up looking all up. It's making a heck of a noise.
You know, we got lucky up here. We were supposed to get rain, snow. We were supposed to get it all. We didn't get nothing.
Yeah, I went south of you. But we didn't get much. We got some strong wind, but we didn't get any of the storm.
Yeah, it's ooh, it's in Georgia now. We might. Whew. They say we wasn't gonna get any, but it looks like well, it looks like probably about 4 o'clock.
Wow.
I tell you, it came through here like a jet plane, man. It wasn't here long.
Yeah, they say it's fast moving. The last time I looked at the weather, which was this morning sometime.
Yeah,
It was 72.
it's 72 here now.
No, it was 72 when it went through, and now it's 37.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to go all the way to 32. It gets cold behind it.
Yeah, man, this weather up here has been weird. We was 50 degrees the other day, and today we was cold. Sunday, we're supposed to be in the 48 or 49. So I'll probably go fishing on Sunday.
Hello, Steve Locke. Welcome in.
How
Hey,
Steve Locke.
you doing, Steve Loke?
Is it Loke or Locke or Locke?
I believe it's Loke.
I've
But he
been
lets
saying Locke.
everybody say Lock. It's one of the two.
Yeah, I've been saying Locke, but I mean,
Oh,
if
Rick,
I
I
pronounce
think
it
they lied
wrong,
to
I'm
you.
sorry, brother. Don't mean to pronounce it wrong, butcher it up, but that's just what I've been calling it.
He got to do what I did. Make a video on how to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right about that, Melissa. I hope it don't knock no power out. I don't like living like Abraham Lincoln.
Be welcome up in here.
What's happening?
Oh my Lord. Hey, bud,
Brian.
what's up?
I think
up,
I've come
Brian?
up here where all the cool guys are.
Oh man. You gonna make me blush, you keep it up.
Man. Shoot. And look, I'm in the lucky spot. I'm right beside my buddy. What's up, Steve?
Hey man,
Oh,
What's up,
Hog, you
Lane?
better
What's
say
up, Kenneth?
Hog,
Hey,
you
buddy.
better say what you got to say, cause you're gonna lose power here in a little bit.
wow. Yeah.
Hey, it's too late for you to be drinking, ain't it? You gonna pee the bed tonight.
Maybe that's me.
Usually you
Hey,
spitting in the
Brian.
bottle. Now you drinking in out the bottle.
Well, I talked with Chucky earlier today, and he says that their internet is out over there where they live, and his, Annette's, Denise, and Garv internet is out. So that whole community right there where they live is out.
Great. Wonder what happened to that.
How you doing, Mr. Lyle?
Welcome in, Panfish Nation, Mr. Lau.
Howdy now, Mr. Lyle. How you doing?
Every
Good
time
to
I
see you,
Lyle.
brother.
every time I go somewhere, Lyle is there.
He keeping an eye on you, Brian B.
Well, that's what it is.
Howdy.
He might have to do you like Hayes did that snake with that paddle. He keeping an eye on
Nah, me and Lyle cool. You might got to do that to Chad.
you.
Do y'all see the new member of the catfish community?
You said new member.
Yeah, where?
Up there at the top right, Brian.
Yep, it's gone.
Yeah, we gonna have to start calling him Chameleon because he changed his looks too much.
There you go.
Nah, he looking good though, man.
Oh,
Cleaning up pretty good, though.
September, man.
Everybody
Freddie came
going
here
for the
way
butt
up
face
too.
now. I ain't going for the butt face. You keep me a little fuzz on there.
Stan says he's being nice to Brian B.
Ain't nobody even say nothing about that. You just feel guilty.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all now. When more people come in, I heard from Tim Molina today, and he finally texted me back and said that he's in the hospital
No.
with liver failure.
Oh man.
Oh, damn.
They gonna try to give him a transplant, or they gonna try to help him with the level he got, or what?
Can't do nothing with a little.
Yeah.
But transplant.
But I mean,
He
you
needs,
can filter the blood and stuff like that and help it level out. Maybe it'll come back. I don't know if they doing that or not.
he needs prayers.
Oh well, he gonna get them from me. I can tell you that now.
I hate to hear that.
No doubt.
Yeah, I do too.
Hmm.
Is he a
I know he been
diabetic?
laying low. I don't know if he's diabetic or I don't think he was diabetic.
All right, I was
Not for
just
sure.
wondering.
Can't remember 100% though. Don't quote me.
I just wonder because that diabetes affect every organ in your body, and I just wonder.
Yeah, but he was paralytic. He didn't have,
Yeah,
he was in a wheelchair.
right. Yeah, I knew that.
So that's a little more difficult.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah,
That man deserves the utmost respect.
Absolutely.
All the
He sure
veterans do. I
was,
tell you that, though.
Lyle.
Yeah, I think he is.
Is, should I say? I say it was. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we know what you meant, Brian B.
Yeah, I just wondered because I know that diabetes will mess with you in more ways than 10. I can tell you that. I know because I'm living.
But yeah, he finally answered me back today. And,
I'm sorry to hear that, brother, but best thing we can
Definitely
do
in
is
my
hope
prayers. And if
yeah.
dang, I wish I knew earlier on no script.
Dang, I wish I
I
knew
would
earlier
definitely
on
echo.
welcome in, Grey Wolf.
What's up, Grey Wolf?
But I'd let them know on no script.
Hey,
And
well,
so we got some prayers out for him.
Right.
well, we still don't know
But the
about 3B, do we?
nah.
Yeah.
No, I hadn't heard or seen the 83B in a while.
Yeah. I mean, Uncle Luke's the only person that get in
Yeah.
contact with him.
Right.
Tell you what,
But
you just
yeah.
don't know how thankful you should be for if you're in decent
That's
health.
one thing about the community. And I told somebody the other day, I said, one thing about the community is it's so many people in the community and everybody seems like family. I
That's
said
what
the
we
crazy
are.
thing is when something happens to somebody, man, it just ain't gonna be right because you're so used to talking to certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Mike Fishing Home said he talked to 3B and he's
Man, you ain't seen such and such, man, such and such.
Yeah, that's who it was. Uncle Lou
It's like
was
you
the
you
first
know him,
one,
you
and
don't know him, but you do
then Mike
know him.
Fishing Home got a hold of him.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mike Fishing Home talked to him. He said he's doing all right. He was under the weather though.
That 3B.
Yeah.
He might have won something on there, so Mike had his info and reached out to him.
Yeah, I think he did win something on Mike's Fishing Home one time.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I mean, you get used to talking to them in chat and talking to them on
Yeah.
the panels and all. Then don't see them no more. You know, it's like you're missing part of the family. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Look, how do you
right.
does Tim have his email address on his website or
Nah, cause Tim don't have he
he
got
don't
a
have?
couple of videos up there, but he don't really.
Well, how'd you get in touch with him, Hogley?
I got his phone number.
Oh,
They got something going on. Mind your business, Steve.
yep. I mean,
Yeah, I texted him 2 days ago, and he finally got back with me.
well, the next time you communicate with him, tell him there's a bunch of folks saying prayers for him.
Yeah, you do that.
All right.
And
Tell him we miss him, we're thinking about him, and we're praying for him. And you know, that's the best thing we can do anyway is pray for him.
And tell him, Hogley, you got my number.
Yeah.
Tell him, give him my number, and tell him better mess with me.
Okay.
Because me and him used to communicate through Facebook, but then he cut off Facebook and he said email him. And I looked and looked when he said it, and I'm like, Tim, I don't have your email because we always conversated through Facebook.
Oh wow.
there you go, Steve Locke.
All right. That's a good
That's
thing.
good news there, at least.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh, that's good.
Good deal, man.
All
He
right.
rock and rolling. I didn't even go in the I never even went. I seen that he was live. Chunky was live, and I was in Chunky's live. And as I seen him, I put the phone down because I was working.
Man, I usually get on YouTube and watch lives, hop hop in and out of them while I'm at work, but we're busy today.
I've been busy all week, so I just put it on TV sometimes, just listen and don't chat. And I grab the phone and say, "Hey, everybody,"
Right.
and
That's
then I put the phone down. So if y'all ever see me say hello everybody or whatever, don't say nothing back to you or whatever. That's why I say hello everyone.
Yeah.
all right. Now that I got my two people in here.
Oh man, you know what? I knew my name was going to be in neon lights one day. Woo-hoo.
It
That's
ain't
the
running.
first
What's up,
time
It
I
Mike?
ain't
ever
running
seen one of
across
your
the
folks
sign
was
on
in
the.
here.
It ain't running across the sign on the highway neither.
That's right. What's
Oh,
up, Mike T? What's up? How you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm here.
Good
Well,
morning.
that's a good thing. I won't want no other way.
What's up, babyface?
I've played it before, but that's the first time I got to play it while they were both in
Man,
here.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm honored. Appreciate it.
No,
The only
it's
time I've been in the neon lights, I was boogalooing and turning my elbow up.
Oh
oh,
Lord.
see if
Hey,
they're
Diddy.
queen.
Hey Ken, if I be down there, pick that boat up Monday morning. Make sure you got all your stuff off of it.
What are you talking about? Huh? I thought you said something about you going somewhere. Where you going into James Rubble?
Nah. I'm bringing it back. I got to test it out on the Potomac first.
Well, I hear you, Will. You're still at the boat repair shop right now. I think I'm gonna have to break down and go down there and pay what bill I got there and bring my boat home, man. I fix it myself. My old fingers ain't good, but I talked to my best buddy over there across the hill, about 2 or 3 miles from me. He said he'd help me with it. He said we work on it together. He said if you think you can tear it apart, I said I know I can tear it apart. I'm good at tearing stuff up. But I said handling all them little teeny weeny screws with my hands away to y'all. I said I don't think I can do that. He said well I can take care of that part.
They
What
do.
you got? What's wrong with it? Ken?
I got to put carburetors on.
Oh,
It's got 3 carburetors on it.
you
Yamaha.
rehauling it or cleaning them up or putting new ones on there?
Well, the dude at the boat shop told me that all 3 of them was all the pieces. Even the screws was eat up in the carburetors. Is exact words he sent to me by his secretary. So they said that they can't find the carburetors that they're looking for. And then Hogleg Googled it one night. He said, "Oh man, you can get them anywhere." So I Googled that site. Plenty of carburetors on that site. I just got to find the right one. I got to get my boat and get the serial numbers off of it, and make sure I get the right carburetor.
Yeah,
Well, hey, Rick.
his mechanic's
That's
trying to
right.
rip him off.
Do what, Hogleg?
I said your mechanic is trying to rip you off.
Yeah, he's trying.
Yeah.
He's trying to tell me to bend over and grab the handlebars, but that ain't gonna work.
What in the world? What was you running in it? Acid?
No, I was running non-ethanol gas with seafoam.
Welcome in, nephew Austin.
How you doing, nephew?
What's up, Austin?
Well, I tell you what now, that seafoam state bill is a lot better product.
You think it
Yeah,
is?
but
I know it is.
Yeah, the
Okay.
stable.
I
Stay
thought
Bill's a
I
lot better
used Stay
product.
Bill for a long time, but it looked like to me the Seafoam do better for me.
I put seafoam in mine. I put 2 bottles in it, and I ain't
And
had
a
no
lot of these
issues.
mechanics, will
Again,
tell
Doc.
you need to go with
What?
Stay Bill.
What up,
You doing,
Canadian?
Scott?
Look, I'm gonna tell
How
you
you
a
doing,
little
brother?
story about Seafoam. I was up at the parts place here in town one day getting some stuff, and this fella come up in there and he said, I want a bottle of Stay Bill. Not Stay Bill, but Seafoam. They said, okay, so he bought it and he went on every time to his truck and put it in his truck. I see him, he's standing at the gas tank. A few minutes he come back in there and he had an iron rod in his hand, a little bit smaller than your pinky. And the end of it, about 2 or 3 inches on the end of that was just like brand new. And the rest of it was rusted and pitted and all that stuff. And he said, I want to show y'all this. If people say seafoam ain't no good, he said, all I did was use it to hold that little flap open in my tank so it wouldn't gurgle back out and it would pour in my tank. And he said, I poured that bottle of seafoam over it. And he said, look what it done to this rod, just pouring it over top of it. What do you think you're going to do running through the system? He said, going to clean all that stuff out. And that it cleaned all the rust and everything off the end of that rod for about 2 or 3 inches. It's just like a brand new rod, just like you just bought it at the store. So that convinced me right there. I said, well, if it'll do that, then I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna use it. And I've been using it. And I personally, everybody got their own opinion of what they want to do, right? But I personally feel like that seafoam is better than Stay Bill because I use Stay Bill, but I don't know. It look like your gas will get flat after a while using that stuff. And I ain't saying it not to use it. I mean, it's good stuff too, but I just
Well,
think it seafoam's better.
I use seafoam in mine, but I don't use it but about 2 or 3 times a year
What do you up to?
Use a sticker
to
Yeah.
on the at the
clean
top.
it out.
Oh, you're so cute.
But I
Here, I'll
put
get
a
it.
bottle of mine every time I fill my tank up. I got a 22-gallon tank, but I can go fishing 6 or 8 times off that 22 gallons. You know.
Yeah, with that big tank, you can put it in there like that.
Yeah. Wish I had a big tank like that.
I think my tank like 19 gallons.
Yeah,
Wow.
they got my tank right up in that center console. You know,
I
it
only
sits
got
right in front of you. You can see it in that hole up in the center console.
my
But
tank
I
was
like a big tank because I don't have to get gas at all.
Yeah, I try to keep mine full. Because when I keep it full, it go up on plane a whole lot better. Because it got
Yeah,
more weight in the back.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just
I got
wondering. I'm wondering how mine's gonna do with that 30-gallon bait tank. I'm gonna put it up in the front of it. I got no real good spot to put it in the back. I'm gonna put it up in front of that seat between the seat and the front platform
What
and
what
see how it
size
works
Hey,
there.
engine?
Judith.
What size engine you got on there?
40 horsepower Yamaha.
It's gonna weight it down, man.
Yeah, I know it's gonna weight it down, but as long as it'll move, that's all that matters. Me a little faster than a troll, and I'll be happy.
yeah.
Look, I'm
30
gonna tell you,
gallons.
That's it. That's his
30
name.
I
Right
had
gallons.
on.
That's just like putting a normal
Lance.
I
person
had
in
three of us in that boat
It's
one time.
romance.
I'm about 330. I had one dude in there was about 425, and I had another cat in there was about almost 300. And she wouldn't come up where she complained. That thing was, but I was still going up the river about 5, 6 miles an hour. So I said, I think that's pretty good considering the payload.
Hmm.
But that thing, I couldn't get it up. I started telling one up in the front, I said, come back here. You know, level, put the weight in the back. That way it kick your nose. If it could ever got up, it probably would have got faster and planed off, but she never could raise its nose up out the water. Well, she
Yeah.
was trying. That thing was grunting. Them mules was hollering.
I just don't see. It's a 40 horse, didn't you say?
Yeah.
I just don't see no reason them 3 carburetors on a 40 horse motor.
Well,
They
that's what it's
do that.
got.
I ain't
And
never.
they got one on the bottom, one in the middle, and one on top. They all stacked together vertically. And I had the bottom one replaced one time. And the dude told me that was the worst carburetor system you can have on a boat motor because that bottom carburetor catches all the trash.
Yeah.
And he said you gonna always have eventually every few years you're gonna have to replace that bottom carburetor. And I said,
But
well, dog.
they're all stacked from the top to the bottom. Every
Oh,
one of them.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
My 90 horse it's stacked. It's got 3 of them are down. But I ain't never heard of
Hello, Coyote.
I ain't never heard of replacing so many carburetors. Hell, I always
Yeah, I ain't
rebuilt them.
either. I mean, like I said, it don't make a whole lot of sense to me, but I ain't got down there and got it home and looked at it. I'm gonna find it for myself. But I done already made an executive decision that he won't be replacing them if it do need replacing.
Right. Like Stan said, that mechanic probably just wants your motor.
Yeah, well, that's where me and him gonna come unbenefited. Because if he think I'm gonna take that skip and roll it down the river with an oil, he crazy as you know what. He don't want me to turn hillbilly redneck on him. He don't want that.
That's right. That's exactly
Right.
right.
Cause I just go slam off, my eyeballs roll back in my head, and I get to slobbering like a rabid dog. He don't want that.
Right.
Yeah, I be scared.
I'm easy to get
Hey,
along
DB?
with, and I don't claim to be no bad tail, but somebody mess with me now. You put old dog in the corner and keep whipping him, he gonna bite somebody.
Right.
That'll be all right. Oh, like, I'm gonna jump down.
Well, I ain't mean to run you off, Brian. You ain't got going on.
Nah, I've been up early this morning.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Y'all
Brian,
ain't gonna get
did that
a
solenoid
snoring
fix your
session
problem?
from me.
Brian B,
Yes, sir.
did that solenoid fix your problem?
Yeah.
Nah, it's a solenoid though. I did like Hoagleg said, and it ain't do nothing. And then I put it back on there, and as soon as I put it back on the solenoid, it started spinning over. So as it was spinning over, I tapped it, and it stopped.
It was started in the whole time.
No, solenoid.
Oh, cylinder? Was it?
Yeah, I was
Solenoid,
tapping
yeah.
it after I plugged it back, connect the wire back to the solenoid. It started spinning again.
Oh, okay.
So I took a screw with the screwdriver I had. I just started tapping the solenoid, and boom, stopped. That's it. I told my uncle to turn the key, and he turned the key, and I heard tick, and that was it.
Yeah.
So the solenoid. So I tapped it. I said, turn it again. He turned it, and boom, it started up.
That's what it is.
That'll be the solenoid.
Yep.
So you hadn't put a new one on it yet?
I ain't put a new one on. I ain't been to the marine place. I was supposed to go this morning. It came in this morning. But had too much going on to where though I could go where that place is. I wasn't going that way first to go where I was going.
Right.
Is it
And
still
I
up?
ain't going nowhere anyway because it's gonna be windy as heck tomorrow and Saturday.
We're like
Hey,
going
Austin
through
D,
heavy
what's
wind
up,
right
bro?
now. Crazy. Joel and the trailer everywhere. Pretty wild, actually. Brian,
Yes,
thanks for sharing
Susquehanna,
those
I'm gonna
links
make
earlier.
sure I get my carburetors back, brother. You better believe that.
Better.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tote a little bit of his butt away from my.
I like that.
But I'm gonna jump down. I don't want to sit here and
No,
All right. Brian,
I'm
I want to thank you
liable
for
to fall
coming up.
asleep at any given moment. And
look,
y'all
man,
like,
I do it every once in a while on here myself, so don't feel bad about doing.
no, nah, you ain't gonna. When I go, I'm going.
Yeah,
And I ain't gonna hold back. So I ain't even gonna let y'all hear me.
I hear you, brother. Well, you rest well, man. It's good to see you.
I be listening.
And
I
I
be
did get
look.
your
I be
autograph
listening.
one of
I
these
be
days.
listening anyway.
I want to thank you for coming up here, Brian.
Ain't no problem.
Did you hear me, Brian?
What you say?
That's
I
right.
said, I'm still gonna get your autograph one of these days.
Man, you don't need my autograph.
Yeah, I do, man. I'm
I ain't
YouTube
nobody.
greatness, baby.
I ain't nobody. Get Mike
What?
Turner's autograph.
Yeah, I'm gonna get his too. But I got to get there the hour way to get him. That's a long hump right there. He gonna have to sign it in big letters.
Yeah, I ain't nobody.
You gotta make sure he signed it when he got the sundress on though. That's when he had his best.
Hey, Hogleg, I think it's time to play that duet between Brian and Rich.
Oh, you're gonna do it.
I already seen it.
What? What's happening?
See, Brian.
Oh, I
Never had
Is
no
Take
that-
care, brother.
Brian.
Hang
Alright,
on,
later.
hang on.
I'm gonna see it in chat.
Oh, he gonna run for anybody make a comment.
Just see. I can't find it. Can't find
Keep
it.
me over by this clean shaven guy now. I don't want to get in amongst all them bearded weirdos.
Well, I was going to ask Lance there what the deal was, if he lost a bet or if we need to put an Amber Alert out for that missing flavor saver.
Man. Nah, it's gonna start getting warm here soon, so
Yeah.
I always shave when it's warm.
Now, hey, Lance, I finally got my tub of bait today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you got the same one I got, the blood bait.
yeah. Finally got here.
Oh wow.
It's a long way from here to Taylorsville, Kentucky.
Yeah,
I'd
Man,
be
the
like,
mail-
I'd be like,
disappointed
you know,
with it.
Carnival mustache rides 5 cents.
The mail is all messed up right now.
Man,
Yeah. Right.
Oh no, what's
the
happening?
tracking number never did show as out for delivery.
All right.
I don't know.
This is requested.
Now that we're men, we have facial hair. Now that we're men,
I changed my underwear.
now that we're men, we got a manly flair. We got the stuff, we're tough enough to save the day.
Brian's got all his nice and clean, and mine's all like, now that we're men. He's got it all pimping. Mine's like all over the place.
Take it easy, Austin. Get you some rest, brother.
All right. Take it easy, Austin. Thank you for coming in.
Hey, Calvin.
Howdy. How you doing? Hey, Judy, if I hear you back out yawning, girl.
Oh, yeah, she's here. She's hiding. She's right there.
I heard her. I could hear her yawning or something back there. She's like,
She's getting on links and
What she got? A sock on her head or something?
no, just the way her hair is.
Get out of here.
She's
I
hiding
just-
her eyes.
Okay, I
want-
see her there now.
just want to
She's
say
hiding her
good
face.
morning to you. I can hear you back there.
I see her there now.
Crazy.
Hey, Rich, I watched you build that shanty the other day.
Yeah. That's kind of, it was fun. It's different. You know what I mean? DIY, don't build this again, Kit. I'll tell you one thing though. Am I ever glad that I dismantled it? Because the rain came so hard that all of our creeks have defrosted, and that wood and everything would have been in the lake.
Yeah.
Everything that I had built, right? So I cleaned it all up, put it aside, and cleaned all the garbage all over the banks and everything off the walls and everything, and took it into the bin. But boy, am I ever glad I didn't go, hey, you know, I should leave this. I could come back and use this. Oh boy, all that stuff would have been right down the lake, man, floating down in a pier, right?
Right?
Right.
You'd lose the
Oh, yeah.
ride
We
too.
got so much water that our levels are literally 3 times as height right now. All the
Be-
creeks, farmlands are all flooded. My driveway is completely flooded. It's pretty wild.
Well, I
That
know I froze
means
to death sitting there watching y'all.
thank you. The other thing I was going to ask you related to that, you mentioned something about a generator that you bought, and you said you hasn't killed on you yet. Do you know what that was? Can you
Me?
tell me the brand? Yeah, I think you said you got one. It was a
Yeah,
generator.
I talked to the fellow that distributed them up there because it was so cheap.
And
And
do they still sell them?
I don't know. I bought this generator. Ooh, golly. I've had this thing a long time, Rick. I know I've had it 10 years.
I
And it's
probably
a
have one, but maybe
two
updated.
stroke. You mix the gas, you know,
Polar
and
bear.
oil.
Do you know the name of it? Because you said it hasn't quit on you yet, right?
What's up, Polar
10
Bear?
years you had it? What do you know the name
Uh,
of the brand?
I'd have to go
Oh,
outside and go in the utility
I'll
room.
get it off you
I
another
tell you, I'll
time then.
get it. I'll get it for you.
Okay,
What you
because I
said,
want to
Polar
buy
Bear?
it.
But I
We
can't
were
go in there
looking at.
utility.
We actually got tipped off by somebody about property sale in Nova Scotia, and that you can buy property there for $1,000 an acre. $1,000 an acre, you can purchase the property with no lot right on the lake. So with that and say a trailer under 10 grand, I have my own land, a starting spot, and I can start doing my own work on the land and tilling all the wood and everything and do my own work right there on the spot and sell the wood and all that stuff. So that's what I might be looking at that avenue. Nova Scotia, Halifax area.
You better be looking at Key West.
I would love to, but
You
I will.
you can make a good living in Key West with that guitar.
Key West.
All right, this is Tim Molina made a funny little joke
I
about
don't have one anymore, Doug.
to Melissa earlier. He said this is what caused him to go to the hospital.
Chacarone, 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 chacarone.
Oh man.
Oh, Jeremy got it going on, man.
Stevie, did you see my little dance for the fish on the ice too? And I was like, oh, if I take my clothes off, I had layers underneath. So I was like, oh, if I take my clothes off for 100 likes, I took one shirt off. I had 3 sweaters on. Proceeded with the pants. I had other pants on. Everybody's like, no, the pants are coming off.
Yeah, it's Christmas onesie on.
Yeah,
it,
the
too.
Christmas onesie on underneath, right?
I miss that part. I saw you take that slide out across the ice.
Yeah, I was hoping as soon as I was going to get any takedown, I was going to slide right across the ice and grab the rod, right? I had it planned, but unfortunately it never happened.
Don't worry, Carpet. It wasn't a mankini night.
Yeah, it wasn't a mankini night. Yeah,
McDucker has a question.
Oh, man.
Do you
Yeah.
guys have motors with shear? Or
I have, Doug. I've had 2 of them with shear pin. A 9.5 and a 20 horse.
I used to have a motor with a shear pin. 2 of them, as a matter of fact.
shear pin, what is
I had
that? Like,
I had a
what's the deal?
40 horse and a 9 horse.
Why do you ask, Doug?
Man, that bad rain just come in here. I could hear it beating against the house, man.
Yeah, man. But it won't
Yeah.
last long.
Oh, it lasted all day for us. It was literally all day. Didn't stop till
Yeah.
six tonight.
Oh, wow.
Well, see, the further north you go on that front, the wider it gets. It was real thin and narrow when it came through here this morning or this afternoon. Well, this morning, actually.
I got this link for you, Hogleg, too. I found the link where you can really like right off of YouTube. You don't have to download the video. What you do is it's called trimming the video. I have the link. I'll share it in your chat. But when you go to trim the video on YouTube Studio, you grab the trim, you post it as an unlisted video, right? And then you only have to download what you want, and then you can add your little edit to it and reload it publicly. I found the link from vidIQ. I've been sharing it with Sunfish and stuff. So like it saves half the work when you want to pull highlights out of your YouTube stuff. So you know what I mean?
Well, when I shut StreamYard down, it automatically goes to YouTube. So I can't do that.
No, you go on YouTube Studio. You go on YouTube Studios, and then when you go into edit customize video, it'll give you a trim section. You grab the highlighters, you press trim. It'll give you an option to take it out of the movie, or you make a new movie with it, and you load it unlisted so that it's private, so you can do an edit to it. So instead of your computer having to download 5 hours, you can download 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and then add your edit and reload it publicly instead of the 5-hour wait, right? But do it right out of YouTube Studios after your video is public.
Or
so you don't have to take the video down. You know what I mean? You can keep your live stream completely on and edit it, take the video out, unlisted, download it. It's 5-minute download instead of like a 45 or an hour-minute download, depending on how fast your computer is to download those videos.
I tried that the other day, and it said this video cannot be trimmed or modified in any way because it's too long.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's why.
How long was the video?
4 hours.
What?
It was my live. It was my live.
Yeah.
We'll cut some of the live out. Throw it away.
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
I already got views on my live, and I didn't want to throw because you would lose them views. And Steve.
Yeah, you'll lose the views, all the analytics, and everything if you pull it out. If you take it down.
Right. And you lose all that work it took you to get that live up and going too.
Yeah, dude.
I'll look further into it then. I'm going to take a look.
Well, look, I went in there and cut out. I went in one of my videos and cut out 3 or 4 pull downs and made a new video out of it.
In YouTube Studio?
Well, you know, I ain't got no sense to do it nowhere else.
Your live must not have been 4 hours then, Steve.
No, it was 6.
Because it sure said
it was 6 hours?
Oh my!
Yeah, I pulled one out of an 8-hour too. I pulled 3 highlights out of my 8-hour stream last night. I attempted to before everything fell apart.
What's up, Amanda?
I'm wondering.
There you go.
Now, did you go directly from YouTube or did you go from StreamYard?
I
were you like your video? I'm talking to Steve Adams. When you recorded the original video. No, but what I'm wondering is when you went fishing and you recorded it, were you directly on YouTube or did you use StreamYard and go to YouTube?
I went to StreamYard.
Huh. I'm going to look.
That's right, Brian B. I had 3 takedowns and 1 bent rod holder. And no fish. I don't think them damn circle hooks are worth nothing. I know if I'd have had KO hooks, I'd have caught at least 2 fish.
No.
But when they hit it hard enough, they bend the rod holder, bend the rebar, and they don't get hooked up, something going on. And I had the big famous circle hooks.
Them circle hooks, I believe in them things. That's what I use.
Yeah, I do too.
I had never lost.
To each his own. Everybody do different, you know.
That's right.
You use what you got confidence in. If it's a sewing needle, whatever it is.
I've seen fish caught on paper clips, so I don't want to even get into that conversation.
Welcome in, Amanda.
I caught fish on some weird stuff too. You never think to use for a hook, but it worked. A bent nail, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, somewhere in my phone I've got pictures of John Oiler holding the fish that he hooked with a paper clip that he bent out.
I believe it.
Well, I tried them back 15, 20 years ago when it first came out. I used them for 2 or 3 trips. And I threw them all. I gave them all away then. But I watch these videos and people catch them and they got one on this pole and one on that pole and they reel this pole in. They still got the fish and I said, well, maybe they're better than they used to be.
Well, let me ask you this, Steve.
What?
Your circle hooks that you using, do they have that little bitty barb right there?
It turns back into the
back
skin.
in.
It turns back in.
They Uncle Lou hooks.
They were Uncle Lou hooks?
Yes, sir.
Then yes, they've got the barb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they got off.
Yeah, I got some from him.
I'm gonna tell you they sharp. I know that.
I ain't knocking the hooks. I'm just saying that something's going on.
You sure you sure you didn't have too big a bait and he grabbed the bait?
I don't use big bait. I don't use big bait. I don't use them old big pieces of bait. I never have.
I shared the link, Hogleg. I gave you the link right there, and I'll show you. It's on your chat. It's only 3 minutes long, so if anybody wants to know that trick from YouTube Studios, the link's in the chat. You can do it right from your phone, YouTube, whatever.
Well, all I know is I tried it the other day, and it says that I went through YouTube Studios, and when I went to trim it out, it said can't do this because you can't trim 2 or 3 things, and because the video's too long.
This guy, it says right on his thumbnail, it says pull any highlights. He says he can pull highlights out of his technique. You can pull any highlights out of any live stream from YouTube Studios. So I mean, I've done it through this guy's tutorial. It's only 3 minutes. You can try it, but you already know what you're doing. I just thought I'd help. That's all.
Hello, Amanda.
Got some good editing yourself, right?
Top of the day, mate.
Hi, Amanda.
Well, I'm not doubting you, but I mean, it wouldn't let me do it for some reason. Oh,
strange.
So I had to download it to my computer. Now I got it on YouTube and my computer.
Yeah, I had to go up in the rocks and straighten that rebar out on that rod holder. I showed it in the video before I straightened it out.
Wow.
It was in the ground about a foot, a little deeper, maybe 16 inches. And it just bent it.
Oh, I'm not doubting you.
And I reeled down and did all, and that was in that place where I don't ever catch, where you say I need to move.
Right.
And I think what made me do that video is when I went home that day, I went back to see just how good a bite that was that bent that rod. Because you know when you live stream, and I had 3 more different pull downs that I saw that I didn't even see while the live was going on. Because you just miss them. And so I cut them out and made that little old short video of them. but I don't know. I don't know why they didn't. Why they didn't hook up? Because if that fish was pulling on the bait and bent that bent that rebar, it wouldn't have been no bait left on that hook.
No, no.
They'd have tore it off.
Yeah, you're right. I don't understand that though, Steve, because I haven't.
I just kind of figured little fish, that's what I always say,
Right, right.
little fish. But
You might. If what if it was little fish, you wouldn't have done all that damage, right?
well, I'm talking about the other two or three
Oh,
pulled down. Oh, you just miss some fish sometime.
right.
Yeah, it was a little fish. You wouldn't have bent that rebar up like that.
That's right. It wouldn't have been that rebar, but that happens. You miss big fish. I think it was on the head too, so you miss a lot of good fish on them heads, even though you catch the biggest fish on the head.
Sometimes the hook just pulls loose.
Yeah.
Good night, Duggar. And I watched that video.
Right, Douglas.
I couldn't comment on it though because it was still giving me a spinning bullet.
Oh, you talking about the alien?
Yeah, the alien.
I commented on it too.
Take care of that, Douglas.
I gave it a thumbs up.
See you, Douglas. See
Thinking
you,
about you,
Graham
brother. Thinking about you and your wife and your family, man. Praying for you. You hang in there, man.
What do you need, takedowns, Mike?
Yeah, I'm trying to post everyone's link and I can
Okay,
never.
hold on, I got it. I got
can
it on my
never
computer.
find it.
Just give me a second.
All right, Brian B. Thank you for coming in here.
All right, Uncle B. You get you some rest.
Later,
Rich,
bro.
Rich, who is Judith looking for?
Takedown.
Yo,
Judy's looking for your link so she can share it. She's having a time finding your channel, so we're gonna share it. I have it on my computer saved, but Mike's gonna be way quicker in it right now.
I should be.
well, I appreciate it. I try not to be no trouble, but sometimes I am.
She's all sad. She's like, I'd be having them subbed.
No, I thought it was something like I don't want.
You have to make some comments sometimes, honey, and hit the likes and stuff because depending on what streams you were. I mean, this stream doesn't prove that stuff, but sometimes YouTube pulls it away for some reason. If they thought maybe
I
we
hate
were
several
doing
people
that,
tell me they couldn't find my link. I don't know what the problem is. I got it public.
it's tough when under the 500 mark because YouTube will always try and push the most popular channels, right? So you kind of got to use the filtering system. So what I do is if I had to find you, I go take down catfishing, you know what I mean? And put it beside it as a hashtag because you do catfishing. So the tag work will help me find your channel. So for tips of people, if you can't find people's channels and you know what type of fish they're targeting and you can't find them,
Well,
you put
I
their
ain't got
name up
that. I
there.
ain't got that much content on there right now,
like
but I'm gonna be putting more out there.
Do it like that.
Let me see.
I done went
Okay,
fishing
so
today if I didn't have that doctor's
You got
appointment.
it. Let me mute this so I'm not jumping.
How did your daughter's appointment go, Kenneth?
Oh, well, he mostly just got that money out of me, but he talked to me a little bit and want to know if I had the blood test done and brought him the results from the blood test. I said nope. He said, well, I need to have that to see if we done got your potassium and get your potassium down, get my iron up and zinc because something was off. And I said, well, I didn't bring no blood panel results or nothing. He said, well, you're going to have blood today. I said, that's fine. Draw all you want. He said, well, I'm going to need a urine test too. I said, okay. I said, I can do that too. Well, you got a 5-gallon bucket? I fill it up. So I had to go up on the other end of the complex and sit down and wait for them there, check me in up there, and then they done the blood test and all. He said he'd call me back in a week or so when he get them back. So
Right.
His said my blood pressure was up a little bit today. I said, yeah, I can understand why. I said, I told the girl before she took it, it's gonna be up. He said, why'd you say that? I said, because I've been running 120 in a circle since I woke up this morning.
Right.
I said it'll be all right. Everything's good. So we'll wait. He said it'd take about a week or so to get the results back because of some of the tests they had to do takes a little longer. So
Right.
he said he'll look at him, he'll call me and let me know. He asked me if I've been taking the medicine he gave me. I said, yeah. He said, well, your potassium should come down then. I said, well, we'll see
I
if you know
think
what you're doing.
I think Judy found out why maybe people are struggling with your name takedown. So while
Oh,
you're
okay.
live streaming, it almost looks like takedown's one word on your name there,
Yep,
but
that's
it's
what I just
not,
put in.
right? Yeah, so
I just
you
keep
know,
typing
she
it
was
that way.
putting your name as one word, and so it wasn't working. So as soon as she put the space there, bang, you were up first.
Yep, that's
Yeah, it's the
exactly
same
what
way
I just put in
did it.
chat.
Yeah,
did you? No.
I split that. I split that up instead of making it one word. I split it up.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, well, she was typing as one word, so maybe if people are having a hard time, they're probably putting it as one.
Yeah, that makes good sense because I know if you don't type the name of the channel in exactly like they got it, most time you can't find them. It won't show it to you.
Right.
I found that out if I learned how to drop links right.
I'm still learning that. I have to
Yeah,
have them all
because
saved. So I have to have them all
Froggy
saved so
loves
I
me
call
though. Froggy loves me. The only thing she's mad at me about is I was putting her link on everybody's name for a regular while.
Oh wow. I remember that.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
was just
best channel.
popping links. I said, man, this is easy. I love this right here. Everybody's, who was it? Somebody told me, I don't forget who it was. Said, hey, said that's Froggy's link. So I clicked the link and looked and went to Froggy's channel. I said, oh crap. And
Oh
then I
man.
checked another one. That was Froggy's channel. I said, well, Froggy love me, but she don't even know I'm putting her channel on everybody's channel.
Hey, Mike, that's a greasy move. Imagine you just put everybody's name, but you put your own channel link. What a grease move, man! Steve Adams
No,
catfishing, Mike.
I don't ever share my link. If somebody
I
wants to
know.
put it in there, fine, but I don't put it. I don't do it myself. I don't
Oh, look
promote
at there's
myself.
the smile for Lance. I love smile, Lance. Your smile looks like $1,000,000, buddy.
Oh
I
man.
think you found his facial hair.
You might have that name stuck. Judy came up with it. Lance Romance.
But yeah, I went and researched it, and matter of fact, I googled it how to drop it with the phone I got.
Lance got a neat name.
They told me what I had to do, and I finally got the hang of it.
Yeah.
But I like doing it when I get a chance. I don't get to do it much. I think I can still remember. Heck, I might be done forgot how to do it. Got to learn all over again. I don't.
Nah, polar bear. It's about to get warm over here, so figure go ahead and go clean shaven now.
Man, how many people have asked you that tonight, Lance? 4 or 5
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
You should just go, oh yeah, check out my videos and go find it. Looking all day.
I forget somebody said you must have a court date tomorrow, Lance.
That was Thunder Man.
He's getting sharped up for CatCon.
There's Carpin.
I'll be
There's
right
Carpin.
back,
How you
y'all.
doing?
All right, buddy.
Melissa's
There's
knocking at the
Carpin
door.
down on us.
Tell her, come on up in there. Give you what it is she got for you. Don't be no stranger. Come on up in there, girl.
Glad to see
Yeah.
you redeemed yourself, Carpin. Can't wait for the vid.
What's up, Blue Line? How you doing? Bacon
Hey,
Jim?
What's up, Bacon Jim?
Feeling any better, Mike?
Oh, I'm not. My back don't hurt as bad right now, but
Yeah.
Welcome in, Bacon Jim.
still not feeling worth a damn.
Back
Look,
pain
man,
sucks.
I want to tell you something, Mike.
Well, I'm here, so tell me.
All right. You might have a bacteria in your stomach from food or something. And I'm gonna tell you why. I've just found everybody today, but my dad's going through the same thing. His stomach's been hurting him for 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh,
And it's,
this is more my back than it is my
Judy, tell me
stomach.
about your infection.
but he went and had a scan done on his stomach today, and the doctor said he had a bad bacteria in his stomach. And they done a biopsy, and they're gonna send it off so he'll know what kind of bacteria it is, and know what kind of what you call that antibiotic. Know what kind of antibiotic to give him to finish knocking at his body. But I just
That's
thought
what
I'd
happened
pass
to
that on
Judy.
to you. I just found out about that today, man. I mean, you do what you want and what you feel, but I just saying that might be something that might could help you, you know.
Welcome in,
Judy,
Carpenter.
Judy can vouch for that too. Just last year, she had the same issue, and it was an infection that rose to the back of her, behind her spine. It was
And-
it was a bursa
and my
infection from E. coli.
My hip,
She almost died from it.
my hip, and it went into my hip from the soft tissue damage due to the car accident, and then it went up into my spine after.
So, like, have you had a back injury, Mike? Have you hurt your back before? Like, have you fallen down or like done something? Probably, eh?
Only about 1,000 times doing construction and roofing.
Welcome
Well,
in,
the
J. Fox.
doctor said to her that because of the recent injury on her spine,
Yeah,
that's why the infection went into it.
the
And
hip.
I found her, no jokes, on the floor rolling around at 3 o'clock in the morning. She wouldn't tell me. And I had to go to the hospital, and it turned out the whole back pain and the stomach pain. She said she felt it in her kidney area and down by her back here,
And my hip.
and her hip.
The
and
worst was the hip.
It was an E. coli infection that went to her bursa sac.
In my hip.
Her hip.
Through soft tissue damage.
Maybe if you get really bad, man, it might be worth a little visit just to get a little, you know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to offer you some advice that might help you, Mike. I know what they told Daddy today, and they said the kind of bacteria he's got that it can cause cancer and all kinds of stuff in your body.
Right. Yeah, I'll keep it all in mind.
I
I mean, usually when I most of the day today, I've been on my heating pad, and it's helped.
Yeah. But I'm just offering you a little friendly advice, brother. Might help you out some. Just thinking about you.
I definitely appreciate it. I really do, and I'll keep it all in mind. I'll keep
This
an eye
would
on
get
it.
worse. You know your body. You know the regular pain that you're going through, right? If it's really extreme, man, don't hold back.
Right.
Don't do it.
Melissa said it also might be your kidneys.
Yeah, it could be.
Kidney infection.
I know when they said my kidneys was about ready for dialysis. And when I was down that low with mine, I had back pain all the time, but it was the kidneys hurting.
Well, I've had back pain for years. I mean, that part of it's nothing new. Like I said, I mean, I've done construction like Rich, roofing and siding and plumbing and all that shit since I was 14.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've fallen off.
If it ever hurts to pee or anything like that, you know what I mean? Like if you're feeling pains in your kidneys or anything like that, then you definitely should go right away.
Right. No, I'm not anything like that.
Well, look, what about that big old head you got up there? Don't that hurt some?
That's where I keep all that useless knowledge that everybody asks me about.
Wow. I'm just messing with you, man. You know that.
Nah, I know. It's all good.
Yeah, if we didn't care about you, Mike, we wouldn't be bothering you.
No, I know.
Wouldn't bother you. Wouldn't jump with you either. I wouldn't say nothing to you.
Right.
Think a lot of you, brother.
I definitely appreciate it, guys.
I'm gonna jump off. I got work for about 4 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, buddy. Good to see you, man. I'm glad I recognize you there that second take there, but you had to make me look twice.
Thank you for stopping in, Lance.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for having me up. Have a good night,
brother.
See you, buddy.
All right.
I know, but the topic has been shared. No, that's not.
Yeah, Judy, that septic ain't no good. That stuff
No,
will
we
kill.
actually.
It'll kill you because that's an infection in your blood.
You want to know how she got it? This is crazy. The water intake, the well here on the property, the well, from drinking the
Really?
water out of the tap. And we were boiling at first. That's how she got it. So we don't drink any tap water or anything like that around here. The well, the landlord's not treating the well properly. So we buy spring water or go to the spring and get it free, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, and literally, she didn't tell me or nothing. I just found her. She was crying, rolling on the floor. And
Yeah.
we brought her to the
Had to turn
hospital. The
it.
doctor said she could have went within another 2 hours or anything shorter. She could have been dead. Would have killed her.
Right.
But anyways, fishing's good.
I'm still here. Don't worry.
Oh, there you are.
Still here. I'm still
I
here.
heard that about the water though,
I'm
man.
glad. I'm glad they got you straight because that stuff turned into sepsis. I know because I lost my brother-in-law about a year ago, a little bottle from sepsis.
Right.
You know, that's the second
Oh,
time he had
buddy.
it. He had it one time. He got over it. About a year and a half or so later, he started with just a cold, and it kept getting worse and worse. And finally, my sister took him to the hospital, and he stayed in the hospital for about 2 weeks. But his study kept getting worse, and he wound up getting sepsis again, and he didn't make it this time. But the doctor said it's very rare you make it through the first time, and if you get it twice, you definitely won't make it. And that was his case.
Right.
You know. But I feel sorry for sis, man. She's lost, but I mean, I try to be there for her and support her all I can. We text some this evening, but you know, she got to find a way. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Man, y'all
But
change the subject.
I was getting ready to say, but that's enough of that. Let's light up and just move along.
Yep.
I already lit up. Sorry.
All right then, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, who's gonna go fishing within the next day or two?
I'm going tomorrow morning. I'm going staying up. I'm going to check out these floods. I might be able to get some creek fishing and get some bows.
All
I
right.
might go if the wind don't blow my britches off.
Who said it? Lee. Man, I'm gonna write a song saying this because I ain't never heard it before. He's like, golly, he's like, it's so windy out there, it's kicking taters. I freaking lost it, man. I was like, kicking taters? That's a song right there, man.
Oh, wow.
Kicking taters out in the pasture, man. That's
Yeah, polar bear. That's what I like to do, but she don't go fishing much. I bet she ain't fished 2 or 3 times in her whole life. I told her it'd make her life better if she come fishing with me, but she ain't done it yet.
My wife's going coon hunting with me Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, go on, boy. Y'all liable to get lost up in the swamp then.
oh,
Yeah,
he's coming out with a joke here. He's saying the coons are staying in, or no,
we're
he's
not
saying
gonna
the
get out
coons
of
are coming
trouble.
with me.
I sit on the levee and listen to the dogs run.
Yeah, man, I
I
love
ain't
it.
going out. I ain't walking out in them damn woods.
I thought he was gonna joke off about taking the coons and leaving lady.
Oh my gracious.
Man, I used to love going through the swamps at night. Hit a hole up to your neck, fill your waders up, you in
Step
trouble.
off in one of them old cypress holes. Oh Lord, man.
Yes, sir. I done done a
And
minute.
y'all,
I was a whole lot younger then, though, than I am now. I ain't too much interested in tromping through all that stuff now. It
no
was
way.
easy stuff, but not the swamps. Them swamps mess you up.
You got
And my
dogs,
son
Steve?
and grandson and another kid and the man, the guys that own the dogs, they'd be doing all the walking. I'm
Yeah,
sit up on the levee and listen to the race.
yeah, man.
Do you eat
I
them,
used to,
Steve, or do you take hides? Like,
I used to go with a bunch of my buddies to the fox pen, and they run coyotes and foxes with their dogs in the fox
Yeah,
pen. I used to sit up and listen to them bird all night long.
yeah.
In between the times I was chomping on hot dogs and couldn't hear because my ears was popping every time I eat the hot dog.
You know, over there in that where Shandy, where I met Shandy, y'all know who I'm talking about? Shandy,
Yep, Sandy,
S.A.
Sandy.
Yeah,
that lady. Y'all
yeah,
know who I'm talking about.
yeah.
It was one of them honky tonks down in Key West, you know, where it got a live stream in a chat room. And they was talking about Waylon Jennings at that time. I fox hunted with Waylon Jennings 3 times.
I heard it.
Sat around the fire with. He had a first cousin, TJ, that lived here in Greenville, and boy, that was working for me. Had fox dogs, and TJ, they field trial them dogs. They went all over the country.
Yeah, I've judged a lot of field trials.
Anyway, Waylon, he lives over. What is it? Oh hell, it's just over in Arkansas, not far. And when he would be home from Nashville, he'd come over there and sit around the fire and listen to the dogs run. He was a nice guy. He was all right.
Yeah, he's a good old boy.
He was, and he was funny as they all get out, man. And he might have been able to drink a little whiskey too. I can't remember, but I think he could.
Yeah, I think them old boys, them highwaymen used to hang together all the time. They good buddies. I expect they done turned up a many bottles together.
Yeah, I think Johnny Cash probably quit, but I imagine the rest of them. Of course, Willie Nelson, he
He like that French tobacco, don't
he? Yeah, I don't think he drank. Yeah, Willie T's polar bear.
he? Probably take a shot or two. He might not do much of it now, but he used to. So I've been told. I don't know.
Let's see.
So Steve, do you
Cross your fingers.
use the dogs and stuff? You take the pelts, like you take the fur from the coons?
Yeah, they just we used to sell the pelts. Pelts used to be worth sometimes up to $20 a piece.
Yeah.
And then the meat sell for $1 a pound. And but now pelts ain't even worth skinning no more. But they skin them and sell the meat. And meat they get about $2 a pound for meat.
But they don't make those coon hats or anything like that anymore.
No, the tree huggers put a stop to all that.
Oh man, I would love to.
Yeah,
I know people hate on me, but I'd love to have one of those.
Me too, Daniel Boone.
Yeah, them tree huggers run the price of all the pelts, man. That's the reason ain't no pelts selling enough crap no more.
About the only thing that worth trapping is let me tell you what, Kenny. I was talking to a trapper here, I guess it was last year. He gets $2 a piece for squirrel tail.
Oh yeah, what do you use?
Squirrel tails worth more than a coon or a mink.
Where is Lee?
A squirrel tail.
What do they do with it? Tie jigs with it?
I knew that was coming, and I knew that was in your next question, and I don't remember what they said.
Yeah.
It may have been some of it went to tying jigs, but
yeah, I know they go crazy for deer tails, for tying jigs, bucktails.
And they told the trapper told me that he's one of those that goes. They have a rendezvous. Where is it, in Minnesota or Wisconsin every year? Where it's the first sale where they trappers bring all of their furs.
I'm not sure because I never really got into selling their furs a whole lot. Most time it was a man lived down the road with me when I was coon hunting. He used to buy my coons from me whole, and he would pelt them out and resell them.
Yeah, he took them to that place in the big rendezvous every year. See, that's where they carried all those pelts.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. It lasts about 4 or 5 days.
But if his old big coon weighed about 20, 25 pounds, that joker would give me $20 to $25 for him because he said he could pelt it out, and tan the hide and all that and send it off. He get $35 a piece for him, $40.
Who you keep saying Lee, Melissa?
Yeah, I thought you were saying Lee, Kentucky. I was confused too.
Lee.
Was it Uncle Lou they talking about?
47 years. Look at that. Jay Fox on it.
I don't see nobody that says Lee.
No.
Hey, Jay Fox, what's up, bud? Yeah, I used to love that, man. Fox hunt. My grandpa used to do it every in a while, but you know, a whole lot of people nowadays, well, they done got off of that now. You used to have them fox pens.
Yeah, they
And,
got there's a bunch of them. Well, I say a bunch. With this trapper that I was telling you about, he catches coyotes in the snares, catches them live.
yeah,
And I think he gets
Take
$35 a
Leon
piece
through
for
my
them
quote
down in
about.
Louisiana in a
So
fox
one
pen.
day out here, I
yeah,
was
that's pretty good.
kicking taters around here.
Yeah, Lee or Judy was just referring to what I was saying there with when I didn't say his name because like right I try to keep it within the chat and what's going on, but she was referring to the concept when I said kicking taters. Lee used that terminology this morning with us, so
Yeah,
that's what she was meaning. Sorry
yeah,
about the
Okay.
confusion.
yeah.
Yeah, but they just sell they just give the meat away now.
Well, come in 217 Rebel.
What's up,
Hey,
too?
Rebel, what's up, brother? But you know, Steve, I'm sure they do. They test for that, for all kind of disease and stuff now, don't
Well, I don't know.
they? Because
You talk
you know the coons get the what you call that?
rabies?
Yeah, they get the rabies real bad now.
Well, I would suspect. Now I'm just going by what would happen if I was still coon hunting. If I ran up on a rabbit coon, I'd have to leave him laying there.
Yeah, I wouldn't
So
mess with
basically,
them, but
more than likely, he's gonna be on the ground anyway.
yeah, but if I see one and I see him like in the middle of the day and he's wobbling and looking around, looking funny and want to
That's right.
mess with you, I go ahead and clip him and get him over his misery because he gonna die anyway.
Yeah, and he's gonna
Right.
spread it. How you talking about rabies?
Welcome
That
in,
gun-
Scott Swift.
Morning, Papa Scott.
when my daddy lived in Northern California, I went out there to see him one time. Flew out
Uh,
there, and he lived out in the country, but it was a community. Like 20 houses. And it
right.
wasn't a subdivision. Each one of them owned about 5 or 6 acres of land, woods, and there's on a canyon that come up through there.
Yeah, I was gonna say a holler community.
Yeah, some of them had horses, and some of them
Right.
had some goats, and some of them had some chickens.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, the law enforcement showed up, and and I was getting ready to catch an airplane the next day, come home, and I had to go. Would have had to gone all the way to Sacramento to catch get to the airport. They would come in there and quarantine that whole damn area.
Mm,
And they put tape around, must have been at least 150 acres. They strung that tape and had signs up, and you couldn't leave. And they came in there and tested, and my daddy had 2 dogs. And the neighbors had dogs, everybody had dogs around. And they come there and tested all them dogs for rabies. And you could not leave. You had to stay.
Welcome in, Brad.
They had the roads
Morning,
guarded.
Brad.
I don't know that much. If they don't hurry up and get all this tended to, I can't even go back to Mississippi.
I heard that. How you doing, Brad? What's up, Scott? Give y'all a shout out. How you doing?
Hey, Brad, I can't remember what animal that they found was rabbit. Rabbit. I don't remember what it was.
But I'm gonna
Might
tell
have
you,
been a
back here
coyote.
about 15, 18 years ago, the coons around here got real scarce because all of them had the rabies.
Well,
And
that's
I quit eating coons about 20 years ago because I hear them got the tomberry it was gonna be bad, and the coons was real susceptible to catching it. So
well. There's so many of them
quit eating them.
now.
But I used to eat a bunch of coons.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
that's good meat, man. That's good eating.
it is. I keep thinking that there's something gonna hit them here now because man, they plentiful.
Yeah. Yeah, there ain't no but lean meat on them jokers, and everything that they eat, they have to have be by a pond or water something because a coon don't have no saliva glands.
And he washes it and puts water on.
He washes and put water in his mouth to eat his food with because he don't have no saliva glands, so they stay clean.
That's right.
But I'm wondering if that's some kind of way is how they catching all that rabies from that. I don't know if it's linked to it or not.
I think it's bats.
Very well could be.
Hey, put me on full screen, please.
All right.
All right, he gonna dance for us. Shake it, Steve. Shake it. Oh,
That's where we turn the dog loose. That's a corn feeder.
man, they eating it up, ain't they? Great day. It's 15, 18 coon right there.
There's 18 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, they find some food now. They tear it up. They love corn.
That was the night before we turned the dogs loose. The first
Man,
time.
I bet y'all chased plenty of them then, because they probably was coming back to that feed pile that night too.
That dog tree located 4, 5, 6 trees.
I heard
And I was sitting up in the truck. I knew what was going to happen before they ever turned the dog loose. And I told Blaine, my son, I said, look now, because it was well after dark when they turned the dog loose. I said, them coons are scattered, but they ain't done nothing but run up trees all around down there. They ain't run off. They all just run up a tree. And I said, that dog is going to be lost when she gets down there and amongst all them coons. I said, y'all, she going to tree everywhere. I said, it's all going to scent, you know how that many coons. And I told him to tell the man to just sit down, cut the lights off, and let the dog just hunt right there for about 2 hours. I said, and that dog will tree a bunch of coons.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. Blaine didn't say anything to him. She finally locked down and they killed the coon. And look, my little grandson brought the coon back up to the truck and then walked back down in the woods. That's how close it was. I mean, it wasn't nowhere. I could see them out there.
Yeah.
From where I was sitting up there, and they went on off through the woods, and the dog located at least 4 or 5 times before they were locked down, and it was moving, locating. And it was coons all up in them trees, man.
Wow.
That dog didn't know where the tree at, did?
No, I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah. Man, I used to love to do that, man.
Wow.
I was young, I could get it. I didn't matter what hole was in the swamp. I'd get through it, man. I didn't care. I'd try to climb banks and cliffs and everything else after them things.
And I walked a many miles behind the walker dogs.
I have too.
Yep.
I hunted
we was young. We used to be dating girls. We'd go on dates, kid them on dates, and we get them back home around 11 or 12. Whenever the curfew was, they had to be back home. Then we meet up and go coon hunting until daylight the next morning.
Right.
I hate them mornings when you come here. So the truck's right up here, and you come out and you're all the way on the other side of the block of woods. You're 10 miles away from your vehicle.
Right.
So,
I used a compass where I could go in and come right back. I mean, I always could come back to the truck. It was one patch of woods that we hunted. It was about, I don't know, 3,000 acres. It had a long road that ran long ways, the whole length of it. The woods is about a mile wide, and I don't know how many miles long. And I come out on that truck. I come out on that road, and wouldn't know which way to go to get to the truck.
Yeah.
And so it finally dawned on me, you dummy, you got 3 Coleman lanterns at home. And so I started setting 3 lanterns. I put a board through the windows of the truck. Yeah. I didn't want to set it on the truck. I was scared to set them on the truck. I was scared they might burn it. And I was in a company truck on top of that. And I'd run that board 2x6 or 1x6, what it was, out through both windows and roll the windows up and set them lanterns on that board. I'd set 2, sometime 1. And that was pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
And I hunted with a boy one time. He'd been hunting longer than I had. Yeah, he was a little bit, not much older, a little bit older. But he had a timer on his horn on his truck. And it'd blow I think he had it set on 5 minutes. His horn would blow every 5 minutes.
Really? I ain't never
And
heard of that. That's a good idea, though. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, man, you could be way out through the woods, and you just stood in one spot for, 5 minutes. You hear that horn blow. And
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
And we always come right. All I have to do is get a compass reading on that horn, and poof, we're right back at it.
Yeah, I got some friends now that still coon hunt. They run black and tans. I'm gonna get in touch with them and see if I can go sit on the tailgate and listen to a chase.
That's all I can do now. But listen, Kenny, now they got them tracking collars on.
Yeah.
And it shows it's got arrows. It's pointing which way that dog is looking.
Yeah.
I guess it's on your telephone.
Well, you can do it with your phone, or you got a tracking thing. Some of them you buy the collars and they're I call it the home base.
But maybe
when you turn it on, it'll beep where that dog is at, and it'll show you where
it
at.
Arrow when the dog is standing up on the tree. It's pointed. The arrow pointed up in the air.
Yeah.
I said, whoa.
Yeah, they done got all kind of crazy modern with that stuff now, man. I used to love when the roast near cone was coming in. You turn loose, they catch a coon in the roast near patch. You get in the cone.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you talking about some fights? Them things will wallow down a half acre of cone fighting up in there.
Yeah, and farmers always like that.
Yeah.
Well, they always got us to come because if the coon would tear the whole cornfield down, you know what I'm saying?
They get it all.
Yep.
These things love roast near cone because that's got roast near cone got liquid in it anyway.
Yeah.
You know how when you clean or sometimes you squeeze it, it's juice will fly. So they don't have to worry about being around no water to eat that because they get the juice while they're eating it, see? And they would tear that stuff up, man. They'll grab a stalk, a ear cone and stalk and ride it over to the ground, pull it off and eat every one of them.
They sure will. We used to run them in the rice fields in the summertime.
Yeah.
They get out there and get them crawfish and things.
Yeah.
And I was working on a 38,000 acre plantation. I was managing one of the farms. And I had I think it was 800 acres of rice on that farm that I was farming. They had a rice man. I didn't have to fool with it. Might have to get the land ready or something, but I didn't have to worry with watering and all. But anyway, the boy one of the crop dusters that flew all the cotton had a little old super cub. And I used to run my dogs all the way till July. I quit. I wouldn't run them in July and August. The snake's too bad.
Yeah.
But I had been running them out that rice field there on the farm. It was one big old field. And me and that boy, he was from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. He landed that airplane out there on the turnover by my house, and we flew around looking at my farm, the farm I was managing. And we went over right. You could see them lines all out in that rice where them dogs been.
Mm.
I mean, it looked like it actually was pretty, but
Solo.
They was everywhere. Hey, Solo.
Hey, Ricky. Hey, Fluff and Stuff. How you doing? Yeah, I miss them days though. I used to love that, but I would love to go listen to a chase, and I'm gonna call them and talk to them. I can get in touch with them on Facebook or Messenger.
Yeah.
And see if I can go with them sometime. Just sit on the tailgate. They most time they ain't too far from it. They hunt pretty close by in swamps and stuff. So.
Hey, Carmen Down Under's got a question. When y'all upload a fishing video, what genre do y'all guys use?
I don't even know what that means.
What
I know the word. I don't know what it is.
Genre? Is that what he's saying? What genre you guys?
Yeah.
I think
Always.
you upload it as informational, entertainment, and
Well, that
Brad
well
says
that
sport and recreation.
yeah. That all depends on what you got listed under your thing. What I thought, because I have fishing, music, and stuff.
Well, I ain't never seen nothing like that. The only thing I seen on mine is whether I want it private or public, and I always mark it
yeah,
as
that's
public.
all I've ever seen.
I don't know about nothing there. And then they asked if you wanted to be a kid's video or not,
Right.
suitable for kids or not. And that's the only things that I was seeing mine asked. But I ain't uploaded but one myself. The other two little shorts, my daughter done that. So I got a whole lot to learn on all that, but I hadn't seen that.
I have, if you all go look at my page, it says I have stuff under fishing, music, and something else. I think it's just regular stuff, but
Hmm.
I'm thinking that's what they're talking about because it all depends on what you got listed, and I listed that under my fishing page the other night.
Will you put in your description or something or what?
Jeremy said the closest option is pets and animals to what he's doing.
Is,
Rich's thing messed up.
is that? Do you have pets and animals on your page?
No, he's fishing just like we are, but he's saying the closest thing to outdoors or anything like that is pets and animals.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't.
I've never seen that option, so I
I've,
don't
I
know.
had never seen none of that either.
I've never seen that
If
either.
I will run up on it, I will explore it and I will comment on it, but I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, the only thing I seen is public, private, or if you're suitable for a child. And you push which one you want it to be. I always do public because somebody told me if you leave it private and some people can't see it. So I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, if you put it as private, nobody's gonna see it.
Okay. So I can't even watch it myself then.
Well, you could, but I'm saying nobody else could. It'll
I
be
mean, like if I just logged into YouTube channel and punched my name in and come up on my channel, I couldn't watch it much that way either, right?
as long as you're trying to access it from your channel, you can. But if you go in, like say under your daughter's channel, you
Yeah.
won't be able to.
Your settings
Okay.
when you upload video YouTube. Brad says it's in your setting when you upload the video on YouTube Studio.
Okay. Well, I'll look out for it then. Maybe I overlooked it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that option, and I've uploaded a lot of videos. Well, not a lot, but enough.
Yeah. I don't think I spoke to you, Brad. How you doing, brother? There was so much chatting going on, I didn't want to step over top of nobody. But how it is, man.
Yeah, we was coon hunting.
Oh yeah, we was cool. I was reminiscing about running through the swamps chasing rattleheaded copper moccasins.
Yeah,
You
that's true too, Coyote. But if you have it private, you can invite people to see it, but you have to send them the link directly to that video.
okay? So that ain't like no premiere then. You can put it as a premiere, then it'll play it, and if you ain't there, you lose it. Man, that thing blew my mind.
I've always wondered, like, and somebody will maybe answer this, is like, I've noticed some people do this, but if you post the video unlisted first and then share the link to your friends, when you go to public that, does it still carry your likes and your stuff once you publicize it? So, like, can you boost, say, for instance, can you boost video and unlisted, and then when you go public, it'll, you know what I mean? Because I've seen some people, they go public and right away they have all these likes and everything, right? So I'm curious if they offer it to their members first, so it's unlisted. They offer it to them first, right, as a membership kind of perk, and then when they publicize it, it shows the video as the community has already looked at it. So I haven't been able to find the details on that yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they're monetized and they've got the members perks and they put a video up strictly for members only,
yeah,
and then at a later date decide to make that video public for everybody, all those analytics will still carry over.
And will it be visible on your YouTube page, like all the likes and the views, so to speak, when you public it?
Well, it'll always be visible on your YouTube Studios analytics page.
Yeah. No, I mean to the public in general. Like if it's unlisted and say 30 people you shared the link to. Now, when you go to make it public, well, those 30 people that liked your video, when you public it, will it still be on the video making it public to the rest of the world? Or will it start as a new? Okay, well that's kind of
no, they'll transfer over.
Wicked. So that's kind of neat. You could like make a video and boost it first.
Amanda, have you been tested for COVID? Because that sounds like what you got.
Well,
she also had a big fire. She also had a big fire in her house, like out of her area. So I mean, I know she's dealing with smoke inhalation as well, right?
What were you saying, Mike?
I said she's put in chat a little bit ago. She just got the booster shot.
Yeah. Oh, that might be what it is too, then, because I've been hearing people getting sick from that big time.
That's she's getting stuff ready so that she can come over here. I believe it's still aimed for April.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I wish you luck, dear.
Well, she's in.
And I have got COVID because they jabbed me with the COVID.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people I've heard. I had a lady tell me today that nurse that was there when I went to my doctor said she had the booster shot and she got sick as a dog. She said she was sweating, had temperature, and felt like crap for about 2 or 3 days. And she had to take a few days off work from getting the booster shot.
Brad said something.
Actually, what that is, all vaccines is they putting a little bit of that bacteria in your body to help build up your immune system to it. And that's why sometimes you get sick
technically
from it.
I have COVID.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't have if you didn't get the shot.
No, for me to leave the country, I have to get the shot. So I have
I probably going to say that was a mandatory thing.
Gotten it.
Yeah. If you travel outside the country, whatever country you're in is mandatory, you have to have the vaccine.
No, funny thing is though, in Western Australia, I don't know about over east, but in Western Australia, if you want to go to a pub, you have to prove that you've been double vaccinated. If you want to go to a hospital, if you want to go out for dinner at a restaurant or go to a cafe, you have to have a piece of paper saying and proving that you have had 2 shots of the COVID vaccination.
That piece of paper they give you when you take your vaccine. When you take your vaccine, if you had, they get the first one, they'll give it to you, they write it down. When you go back to take a second one, they'll write that date on the time. And you keep it with you in your wallet or whatever you carry your stuff in, that way you can prove it. I got one in my pocket.
We have to go online. We can't have that piece of paper. They will not accept that piece of paper. So we have to go online onto the MyGovs, and we have to
this picture.
Well, that's crazy because they told me when I had mine, they said they told me if you ever need to prove you had the vaccine, you keep this piece of paper in your wallet and show it to them. That's what they told me.
That used to be the case.
I had never been asked to prove if I've had the vaccine. I've never been asked that.
So Amanda, you got a license basically, like a driver's license. You got a COVID license too.
Yeah, it's a little card, kind of like a Social Security card.
I mean, is that right? That's right, isn't it? Am I
good?
Okay.
It's just a certificate basically from the government to say that, it will show how many like vaccinations you have. Like the one I just used only got the 2 on because I went my booster shot yesterday, and that takes a little longer, like, to go onto the system. But for me to even go into an airport, I have to be triple vaccinated.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to prevent the spread of it, is what they're doing, but it still can be spreaded. And believe me, even though you got the vaccines, you can still contract the COVID. I can tell you that.
You get it. You still spread it. What is the point?
That's what I say. You still spread it and you still get it, even if you've been vaccinated. The only advantage I see to being vaccinated is if you do contract it, COVID, it's not as hard on you. It helps your immune system to fight it.
That's
I know because I had it. And one of the symptoms of it is having a temperature. And when I had the COVID, I never had a temperature the first time. Never did, because my daughter checked it 2 or 3 times a day. I never got a temperature. And I think the reason I didn't is because I had them vaccines. I think that vaccine helped me fight that COVID, you know. And I think that's the only advantage you have to getting the vaccine is if you do contract it, it will help you fight it, help your immune system fight it.
Right, Brad.
I know
She's
so
not running
many
this
people
either.
See,
What's that all about?
I'm dying, Melissa. I'm dying.
Sandy Toes, how you doing?
Well, look here.
I
Brad
know
said,
heaps of people who
Like, I can't see
have
myself
gotten
talking to
it
you, and I realize there's a big
and have,
fish there.
hey,
yeah. Brad says that she's not running the fever. It's the lack of caffeine and nicotine.
I heard it.
Well, I know y'all get tired of me
I
talking about
can't
Key
even
West,
taste the coffee.
but there's 8 honky tonks down there that live stream, and there's 8 honky tonks
No,
down
I
there.
know heaps of people that have gotten COVID who have ended up in hospital in the ICU or have been so sick and they were triple vaccinated.
Oh yeah, you still contract. You can still get it.
Right.
They don't keep you from getting it. But you know what's so weird about it is when they first come out and talk about this vaccine, they said everybody get vaccinated, you won't catch the COVID. And then
That's
people
bullshit.
start still
Yeah.
catching it after they had the vaccine. Then they changed what they said to start with. You know.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all, it's just one step off of the common cold, and the common cold been around for hundreds of years.
Yep.
And that
Yes.
shit. It's all political, man.
Yeah, they said that it's the same strain as the common cold that's in the COVID.
That's right.
Yeah.
But those honky tonks down there, what I wanted to say,
I don't agree on. Hey.
those honky tonks down there in Key West are packed from about 6:30 my time until 1 o'clock my time. And I finally saw somebody walking down the sidewalk on one of the video cams today that had a mask on.
Yeah.
And I've been watching them for months and months. And I finally saw somebody today. There's one camera that shows the sidewalk outside one of the honky tonks, you know, the main drag that all of them are on. And I finally saw somebody with a mask on today.
Wow.
And they in there dancing. The place is crowded. Most of them got at least 2 bars on. And they packed, man. I mean, there's hundreds of people in them things. And I don't see how they go if contact is what spreads COVID. Well, all them folks are tourists. They ain't from Key West.
Don't work too hard.
All right, Ricky, take care, buddy. And Santa Toes, you're right on that.
Over the country.
You're right, Santa Toes. It does depend on the health of your immune system.
That's right.
How strong your immune system is. The weak immune system is the people is dying from it. You know.
That's right. Underlying health issues.
I heard today when I was over there in the doctor's office, some other people was talking about they getting ready. They said they won't be much longer. They're gonna lift the mandate on having to wear a mask everywhere. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
don't nobody around here wear a mask.
Yeah, the city in Omaha, across the river from me, they just did away with their mask mandate. We haven't had one here forever.
Yeah,
I have to still
probably a
wear a
lot less
mask.
populated though, isn't it, Mike?
What's that?
I said where you live at is probably a lot less population now than it is like in big cities and stuff, right?
Well, where I'm at, we have, I think our population's like 30, 40,000. But you go to Omaha and it's like double, triple
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
So, I mean, we have a decent population. It's just nobody here is letting this shit run our lives.
right. Well, I don't let it run mine, but I won't go take the vaccines. But my doctor kept on after me and advised me that it'd be best for me and my immune system if I did take it.
I can understand that.
So I did it. And I'm tell you the truth, I'm glad I did now because I think that's what helped me fight this stuff off when I had it. I think it helped me. So,
Honestly, the only time in the last 2 years or whatever it's been that I've worn a mask is when I was forced to at work.
yeah.
Well, as far as we know from here, if everything works out by sounds of it, and I got this from a really good source, a minister from Youth for Christ, so he's very into the politics of it. Apparently by March, the mandate will be lifted here as far as being mandatory to get your shots for work
Well, that's what I
process and
heard
stuff
today
like
in the
that.
doctor's office. I heard
They gotta,
Yeah.
they gonna lift it. Yeah.
the main reason they're gonna
As
lift
of March.
the reason they're gonna have to lift the mask mandate in Canada because they can't get them shipped nowhere. They all in the blockade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tickles me to death, man. You know, our farmers did that years ago. They drove them tractors all the way to Washington, D.C.
Yep.
That's
all over the
my
country.
buddy told me that. Yeah, he told me that today. He said that. He told me about that whole historic
Like in
moment.
the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s is what they did.
Yeah, Willie Nelson, you know, Willie Nelson, they charged him $4 million for taxes, and he put on that Farmers Aid concert and raised millions and millions of dollars for the farmers
Right.
Yeah.
around the
That's
country.
still going on.
They still going on. Yeah, I got a link to one where Jamie Johnson has one online for the farm aid. All
Yeah, they're
donations go to
still
the
doing
farmers.
farm aid, man.
Luke Bryan
Yeah.
is taking over it now, though.
What's that, hog leg?
Luke Bryan's taking over it now.
Oh, nice.
He has been for several years.
Yeah.
Farm aid.
Yeah. But look, have any of y'all heard that by the end of the year that COVID won't be around no more?
No.
I don't believe it'll
It'll
ever
always
go
be
away.
around.
It'll always
It'll
be around.
always
Yeah.
be around, but
It's gonna be just like folks getting colds and stuff. It ain't never
Chicken
going
pox
away.
and all that.
And it
Well, that's kind of
will
what I
just be
feel. But I
like a
mean,
common cold.
I done heard 2 or 3 people tell me that by the end of the year you won't have to worry about COVID no more. But I don't believe it. I think, like Steve says, it's gonna be like a common cold. It's always gonna be around.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I
Can't
have
get
an
rid of
interesting
it.
question for you. When you guys were kids, I'm only asking because I've never been in the States. When you were in school, right? Did they, for the flu shot, stuff like that, when the public school, was it mandatory to get the flu shot when you were a kid? Because it
No.
was for
Never.
us.
No.
I've never taken flu
when
shot.
I think they made it when I went into like, I don't know, kindergarten or something. But after that, no.
That was like chickenpox shot and stuff like that,
We
right?
had to
Remember
get
Yeah, it
those?
was.
Getting
measles
it.
and chicken pox and
Yeah,
smallpox.
you got the chicken pox, the smallpox, the tetanus shot, all that shit, all at the exact
Measles for the
time.
measles and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of makes
I
you
remember
wonder
when
if
the
it
polio
started then.
vaccine. I remember when the polio vaccine came out. See, when I was a kid, polio was a killer, man.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
they came up with that vaccine. And one Sunday after church, everybody in town went up there to the school. And you just got in a long line, and they had a long table set up, and they could take about 20 at a time. They give you a sugar cube in a little cup, a little paper cup, a little bitty small paper cup. And they take it and put a drop of pink stuff on that sugar cube, and you put it in your mouth and let it dissolve. That was the polio vaccine.
Well,
yeah.
Holy.
One time deal, and it didn't eradicate polio, but you don't hear nothing about it anymore. The polio was a bad deal when I was a kid. Man, everybody's scared to death of it.
Brad said a good thing. He said, we went through that for a short time. We all stuck together and they stopped asking us and they left us alone. Standing your ground on a group gets you a lot further than one person. Harder to fire everyone.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah, that's always the case. You know, people make a move and push and make a stand together because
right.
there's a bigger effect if they try to do something to everybody, and they don't want to do that. So.
That's right.
You know, I don't watch the news, but what is the trucking deal about in Canada? I just know they're doing it. I have no idea why.
I don't know the situation up by now. I was following it a little bit when it first started going on, but I had looked at it the last several days.
I know they ordered some banks to close, that if they had any ties to the banking, to
Me.
the trucking in, that the banks had to close. That was late this evening. I saw it, I guess I saw it on Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know why they striking, what they're striking about. Fuel prices, maybe, I don't know.
No, they started the strike because of the COVID regulations they have about the border.
Oh, okay.
It's what I heard, and I heard some people talking about it too. That's what I get out of it. That the process they got to go through when they get to the border, holding them up, they have to take the COVID test, and then they got to wait 2 or 3 days or
Oh,
4 days to
well,
get
no
the
wonder.
results back and all that. And the whole time it's holding them up.
Well, now, is that Canada's law or U.S.'s law?
Not exactly sure. I would think since you're going into Canada, it would be Canada's law. And it might, the U.S. might be doing it from coming out of Canada and the U.S. too, because you got trucks going big time both ways. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
it's all the Canadian truckers and the U.S. truckers, probably all of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because it's trucks coming out of both countries, going into both countries big time all the time. I mean, I never did do it in 35 years I was driving a truck. I told them I won't leave the country. So I never
You,
did take nothing into Canada, but I know it's a pile of freight that goes to Canada. I knew that.
well, we get millions of tons of beef out of Canada.
Yeah, lumber too. Yeah, we get all kinds of stuff out of Canada, man, big time. Just as
Yeah.
much as we carry up there. I mean, it's big trade going both ways.
When they cut my
Oh, yeah.
ballpark franks out, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, man, but I don't know exactly which side it is, or it might be both of them. I don't know, but
Now, I'll say
you
something
know,
to what Brad was saying there. He said, we have rapid test 5 minutes. I don't know if you heard about the situation with the hockey player who went to go in. They tested, I think it was Sundin or one of them. And before the game, or a week before, half a week before the game, he was tested positive. But then they did, I guess, a better test, and they said the rapid test gave him a false thing. So he was
yep.
able to play the game that night. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because see, when I went and got my COVID test, the lady asked me, do you want the fast test or you want the one we have to wait a few days? I said, well, what's the difference? She
One of
said
them, one of
that the
them,
fast test is not accurate, so it has a
no,
lot of false readings. I said, well, I don't want that. I said, that's what I'm up here for. I don't want something that's not going to tell me what the deal is.
it
I said,
ought not even be available.
I said, give me the long test. So that's what I took. So they guarantee the results on that test, but they don't on the short test. Because she said they had a lot come back that didn't test right. So I said, I don't want that crap.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of flavor you got there, Hog Leg? What you got there? Green apple or something?
Yeah, it's apple, green apple.
Nice.
Oh, I thought he had that Tootsie Roll flavor.
It's APK, apple, pears, and kiwi.
Ooh,
Oh man,
smoking style.
great
Looks
day. If I had that thing, I'd be trying to eat it.
Oh man.
Nice. Yes, that's true. 2117. They actually did it again today. Everybody's saying, "Oh, they've actually made over 30 arrests already now."
Oh wow.
Yeah,
What's up, Chris? How you doing, brother? Welcome in.
pretty crazy.
Hey, Scott.
Welcome in, Chris.
I just saw you, Scott, and asked Chris. Hey, Chris.
What are you talking about, Scott? Moonshine? Were you drinking moonshine tonight?
Oh, Scotty.
Pass me just a little taste of it. Help get the worms out. I don't want maybe about a half a pint, and I'll be good to go.
Shit, half a pint, you won't be going nowhere.
I'm gonna be right here where I'm at right now.
That's right. You drink a half pint of moonshine, you better be where you going.
Yeah, I ain't gonna drive or nothing if I drink a half a
where
pint,
you
but that's
gonna
all I need. About
That's
2 or
where you-
3 good, great big swallows, about a half a pint, and I'll put the top back on and put it back in the cover for next time.
Welcome in, Boo.
I may have
Hey,
had
Rebel
about a half
Outdoors.
pint last night. Look, man.
Oh, look at you! Now you gonna confess. Come on, tell us something.
I couldn't hardly get out of the bed this morning. Me and Lucky slept at noon.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man. You get your bird a half a pint in you where your top lip get to sweating and you feel kind of like your
The
whole face
earlobes
is
get
getting
warm.
flushed.
The
You ready to
earlobes
go
get
then?
warm. I'm sitting there thinking about going taking me a little snort right now.
Great day. I want to come to Mississippi then. There's 2 things down there you got that I would like to have a shot or 2 of that shine and that camper.
Uh-oh, but not the camper again.
I got to looking today.
I shouldn't have said that.
Here
I
comes
got to
Hog
looking
Leg. Here
today
comes.
outside in the refrigerator, the inside in the refrigerator, and up in the cabinet. I got 7 bottles of damn moonshine.
Oh
Ah,
wow.
7.
yeah. I might
7.
come fishing, go down and go fishing with you.
7 of them.
I had somebody give me moonshine once. I tried it once, and you know those monster cans? It's about a 45-minute drive from Lindsay to Oshawa. Well, I decided I'd put half a monster or half a moonshine in a monster with the energy drinks. By the time I got to Lindsay and I went to step out of the car, I couldn't even walk. I got through a quarter of it. I'm telling you, I puked like you would. I never touched it again. It had cinnamon sticks inside of it, so
Oh
it's pretty
wow.
wild.
You just
Yeah.
sip on that shine. You don't.
Yeah, that's why they call it sipping whiskey, man.
Yeah.
I seen people say, "Oh man, is that moonshine? Let me try it." They take a big slug of it. Say, "Man, that's pretty good." I said, "Man, I said, yeah." Well, let me hit another one. Take it out. I said, "Look, man, you better lay off that stuff."
You
Yeah,
sure
wow,
better.
man, I like it. I always wanted some shine. I said, "Well, you don't know how to drink shine the way you drinking it, because I said they might have carried you to the hospital. You keep drinking like that."
That's right.
And
No,
them little bitty
listen,
Dixie cups. Them little bitty Dixie cups, a little small,
Right.
about that tall. I used to sell two fingers for $1. And I'd sell a gallon a week. Them farmers come in there late in the evening. They'd all get them 2 fingers before they started drinking the beer. And
yeah.
they said they claimed it made them sleep better.
It will make you
No.
sleep, man.
Oh yeah.
You
But,
drink enough of it to put you in a permanent sleep.
Yeah, 2 fingers is plenty. 2 fingers an hour is plenty.
That's right.
All right.
You don't need
No.
much of it.
Melissa, no, she's cooking right now. That'll never, ever, 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 ever be a case between you and Hogleg with us. I don't think there's nothing you can do to get us out of here.
Yep.
I don't
I
think
tell
there's
you,
anything you two can do.
I tell you, good corn whiskey is it's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Now there's some of it that ain't fit to drink, but good corn whiskey where you can smell it and you can smell that corn in.
Yep. Yep.
I like it. I really do. I like it.
I do too, brother. Yes, sir. I can sip on it with you.
But like I said, it's 2 fingers an hour, and that's in a small cup, not in no big glass.
Right.
Well, most of the time what I do is I'll take about not gigantic swallows, but I'll take about 2 or 3 swallows. I'll put the top on, put it back in the cup. I don't mess with it no more.
I like it cold. Now, I tell you how I really like it. I like it mixed with country time lemonade.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Now this here at the house, I shoot a little lemon juice in it because I don't have no country time.
Yeah.
To kind of cut that edge off of it, it's all right, drink.
Oh yeah.
But you got to be careful with it.
You right there, buddy.
Oh yeah. You got
this old store-bought shine, that ain't nothing to that stuff.
They ain't but 80 proof, man.
That's like drinking water.
They won't let them put it there. 100, 110, 120 proof, 180 proof. They won't let them put it there like that. They don't let them do no more than 80, 86 proof.
Right.
Well, this old boy I get mine from cut his to 100 proof, 100, 105.
Yeah.
And I think he makes it out of spring water.
That's the best kind because it's good and cold. You get good cold water from a spring or a creek. That's good.
I really believe that's where he makes it from. Now, CP, my buddy I was talking about last night, you went in there. CP makes it, and he mixes it. A lot of times, he mixes it with rye.
Yeah.
And he gets a whole different flavor out of his. It's 2 flavors.
Yeah,
you got that corn, and then you got that rye that kind of comes in there.
Right.
Yeah, when you put your mash in there and get ready to start running, you can put all kinds of stuff in there with it to help flavor it different ways. Cut that raw moonshine taste down.
Pork chop, let me tell you something about me. You probably have seen me so drunk I couldn't hardly walk.
Oh, pork chop. You wasn't
he said he
here
liked to see me drunk, and I told him.
Steve drunk that whole bottle of wine.
But I didn't get out of line.
No, you didn't get out of line.
No, you in good shape then. I was up there that night.
Shit, I don't know. I guess the one I got a liver.
Yeah,
but I don't drink near about much as I used to.
You drank that whole bottle of wine. We couldn't even hardly tell you was drunk.
Well, I know it. That's what I told him.
Yep.
Hey, Hogleg, I'm gonna jump out of here. I'm gonna lay down for a little while.
Okay, buddy.
All right,
Take care, brother. I hope you feel better, man.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.
Rest up, Mike. If you want to talk, buddy, you know what to do, man.
I got you, Rich. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man.
Later, guys.
Later, bud.
We'll see you, bud.
Take it easy.
Yeah. The only thing that I can't drink that hard, that damn bourbon. I get I can't handle that bourbon.
Yeah, some of it I don't like, but I love my Jim Beam now. I can sip on it.
You know what? The vodka, the gin, rum, I can drink all of it.
No,
bourbon,
I can't drink that damn.
But bourbon, I get
gin or rum.
I can drink rum, but I can't do much with that naughty head and that stuff like that. I can take a little sip. That's about all I want of that.
But bourbon, I got to be by myself and at home, because it affects me a whole lot different than beer and that other stuff. I get pretty rowdy.
Yeah, well, moonshine makes me that way.
It don't look. Moonshine puts me.
Moonshine, it just ignites me, man. I'm a
It is.
different person on shine. 'Cause I get roaded. When I drink enough of it to get to sweating, and I feel flush in my face, feel like my face is on fire. Look at it, buddy, because I'm getting ready to step it up a little bit.
I don't. It doesn't affect me like that.
Man, I can't stand that liquor tasting. Blah.
What liquor taste?
That licorice tasting.
Oh,
Hey,
I love licorice, man.
oh man, no.
I ain't crazy about that stuff either.
I bought a half of I bought a fifth of uh that liquor tasting mess, and I took
Sambuca.
one sip out of it. I took one sip out of it, and I gave the whole bottle away.
I never seen it. I never have seen it.
I don't blame you on that, though.
Yeah, it's called Sambuca. There's black and white. It used to be my favorite back in the day until I got so bad with it that the mornings all you're puking up is sugar and licorice.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's disgusting, man.
So wrong.
That tequila, I like that tequila in there, Brad.
I tell you
Yeah,
something I
me
don't
too.
like is schnapps. Schnapps is so
I
sweet.
can't put. It won't go down. Schnapps won't go down.
If it do go down, it won't stay down long. Me, if I drink much of it.
I can't handle it. Boy, we was down in Brownsville, Texas at a meeting one time.
Right.
And the big boss bought 2 bottles of mezcal. And there was 6 of us in a dang hot tub. About 6 o'clock in the morning. And they're passing that dang bottle of mezcal, and whoever took the last snort had to eat the worm out of it.
Oh, yeah. I did that with my old man. I split a worm with him one time. My old man was playing guitar over the fire. Okay. And there's like a hillslide down to the lake. He's sitting there playing guitar. Or no, he just stopped playing guitar. He grabbed his beer from the ground, picked it up. He rolled into the fire with both his hands, took all the skin off his knuckles and everything. He was so drunk, he wouldn't let me take him to the hospital. So I wrapped his hands up. Well, let me tell you, when the morning time came, all I heard was, Rich! I had to run him to the hospital. We were an hour and a half away, right? He didn't even remember. So that tequila worm thing will mess you up.
Yeah, I sucked the worm down a couple times.
Take down.
Oh, hell, turn your bottle up. You turn the bottle all the way up and let the worm just float on down. When it gets down, just like that, suck it right in.
Just the way you said it, it was funny. I sucked that worm down a few times.
Yeah,
I couldn't handle that worm.
Ain't nothing but a grub worm. Yep, that joker gets saturated with that tequila, though. He potent, I tell you that.
I left them about 4:30 in the morning, and I had to crawl. I had to go about 150, 200 feet, and I had to crawl on my hands and knees to get to my motel room. And I slept till about 9 o'clock. I came out of that room. I woke up. I had to have something to eat. And I went by that hot tub, and there was 5 drunk guys. And they had them turned around backwards, and they passed out in that damn hot tub. They've been there another 4 or 5 hours in that hot water and drinking the rest of that damn, them 2 bottles of tequila. And I woke them all up. I said, man, y'all gonna die. But they was shriveled up. They looked like they was white and shriveled all up from sitting in that hot water and dehydrated. From drinking nothing but tequila. And there was 5 of them there, and one of them was the big boss. Lord have mercy, guys. Y'all trying to kill yourself.
Yeah.
They couldn't none of them walk.
When I was younger, I'm not sure, I'm sure you guys will be able to relate to this, but when I was younger and I was inside in the prison, we would use oranges sugar and yeast and put them under the bed, and the floors were heated, and there was kind of low heat. So it'd take about 7.5 to 8 days for it to turn over, right? It would turn into alcohol. Well, me and my cellmate decided, we were going to do this. We got so hammered that we started fighting with each other, and the guards came by. We were throwing bottles at each other, right? So the guards come by, swing past the door. They can see at the vault. They can smell this orange citrus, alcohol. And we're in there literally fighting each other. And they just said, you know what? We'll come see you boys in the morning, and you go figure it out. And they left us in there fighting all night. The whole range was pissed at us, man. We were yelling and screaming, carry on. They knew that the range was pretty much going to deal with us because it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's trying to sleep, right? I was maybe 20 years old then.
Yo, that stuff was probably 400%.
It was brutal, man. But the problem is, if you don't make it right, you can actually turn it into a poison. It'll blind the crap out of you. Like it could hurt you, right? So,
yeah, I think it can hurt you if you brew it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The farmhands used to make what they called homebrew, made it out of raisins.
Yep.
And
that's got all the natural sugar.
And they made it in a wash pot, wash basin. Oh, that stuff was bad. But you talking about knocking your lights out? If you could get it down, if you could swallow it. Hey, Gig.
Great day, Brad. You got brutal, didn't you, brother?
Good morning, Gig Ability. Welcome
What's
in.
up, Gig? How you doing, brother?
Barlona wasn't as impressed as he was.
Man, that's wicked, Coffin. I ain't never heard nothing like that. So in Japan, they shot some sort of drink with me with a beating snake heart.
Wow.
Beating snake heart. That dude, it must have ripped that out of him real quick. I don't think I drank none of that.
No.
I be trying to slide around on the floor and my tongue be going.
They drink that sake over there.
Yeah.
That's sake. That's rice. That's a rice wine. It would tear your tail up too.
Yeah.
That stuff potent too. It get you saying Chinese quick.
Yeah. Sure would. I remember drinking sake back in the day.
Sake.
Yeah, I drank a little bit of that.
I tried it once, just in a little small little thing.
I don't drink just about a little bit of everything. I reckon sometime or another tasted it anyway.
Yeah.
When you're young and all you want to do is party and get crazy, you're trying to say, oh man, this is some good stuff. Try this. I ain't tried it. Let me give it a taste of it.
I didn't do all that going on. I didn't start drinking till I got out of college.
Yeah. I started drinking about 14.
I really didn't start drinking till I started farming.
Yeah, I used to drink all the time, riding the tractor, plowing the crops out. Man, I drank me some liquor and beer. I kept a cooler in the truck at the end of the road. Every time, about every 4 or 5 rows, I stop and crawl down there and get me a beer and crawl up on it and sip on it while I'm plowing out the crops.
Makes me sleepy if I was doing that. I couldn't do it driving the tractor, I'm sure.
I did. And my grandpa always come down. He drank Hiram Walker. He buy about a half gallon. He said, boy, you look like you need a drink. I said, yes, sir. And I don't already drink like a 6-pack or so. I take 2 or 3 shots with him. Then, all right, go on, finish plowing. He said, don't plow it all up now, son.
The rain's here, Steve. The heavy rain is here now, Steve.
Yeah. It ain't gonna last long. You got any wind in it?
Yeah.
Well,
when your lights go out, we'll say good night to you.
I hear you, Brad. That's about the same way with me, man. It's a lot of stuff. One I didn't get locked up for doing, I got away with.
Yeah, that's why I can't drink now. I'm like Brad. If I was to drink like whiskey or something really light, like a rye, I could be okay. But anything white, anything like, super dark, And that's it, man. The cups are going on. Like I know it. 'Cause I don't drink anymore because I don't know why it was like that. I wasn't like that when I was younger.
See
It
you,
Yeah.
was
man.
fun when I was younger. You
Well,
know?
you change as you get older, brother. But
Yeah.
I don't drink like I used to either, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't get into it, So I
What are
take
you
a little
saying, Hog?
taste here and now, and my kidney doctor trying to make me an alcoholic. He asked me today, he said, "How many beers you drinking?" I said, "Very little." He said, "You need to drink at least one a day. Two wouldn't hurt you." I said, "Man, I ain't doing that." I said, "Next thing you know, I'll be buying a 12-pack every day, and I ain't going to do that."
Sound like the hell in it too, Steve.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all ain't
That's
got
what we got.
tornado warnings?
Is the wind blowing hard, Hogley?
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
it's
you
got
better keep
hail
an
in it, I
eye,
guarantee
man.
you this.
You better keep an eye and listen.
Yeah, we got hail. We had hail about an hour ago. It hit smashed us for about 20
You
minutes.
can get rich, come down and put your new roof on.
Yep. I'll just
Another
build
new
it
roof?
here. I'll build it here and ship it to you. Yeah. That's how they do it here in Canada. They'll actually build the house on the ground and they put the roof together. And there's actually companies where they'll shingle the roof from the ground and then sky lift it up onto the roof. They don't even do it anymore up on there anymore. It's pretty
All put
wild, actually.
together like an erector set.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we had a hard beating rain here a little while ago for about 20, 30 minutes. I mean, it was pouring down, man. It's beating against the house. The
So
wind's
I have a
putting
question
up.
for you. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, man.
No.
I have a question for you. Catfishing,
See, love.
addicts. Like, it does the rain does the rain affect the catfish? Like do you get better fishing after a couple days after the rain like we do, or does it matter? Like if the water's dirty or if it's risen? Because I know Hogleg was saying that like if the tide's really high, it's tough to fish, right?
Yeah, it is in my area down here.
Yeah,
When the water is real high, like the other day, you
yeah,
can't hardly get bites. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
fish don't bite.
So heavy rain for you kind of would screw you for a couple days, right? You'd have to wait for it to go down, I guess, right?
Well, the rain that we get here, the high water we get here is not caused by rain. It's caused all the way from up north,
Yeah,
and then it comes down the
yeah.
river.
But if it pours really high, the dams end up clogging up, right? And then they got to open them up farther in order for levels to be leveled out. So, you know what I mean? You know, just curious if it does
Right.
affect you fishing that way.
See you later, Amanda. You get some rest, girl. Hope you feel
Yeah,
better.
I hope you get the feeling better, man.
All right,
And
take it
Lyle, he's
easy, man.
probably gone, but Lyle, you take care, buddy.
I gotta go feed this cat.
Don't let him get you.
So, if I wasn't, since I'm not allowed to use chicken or something like that in my waters, um, what is like an alter? I hear blood bait all the time. I hear about this blood bait or something like that. Like, what's the deal with it? Like, if you're not using chicken, I can't use eel, right? Because our lampreys. I showed you a picture there. Actually, I'll bring it up. You'll see they hit our fish. Eh? Check this out. You'll see one of these salmon I caught. Look at the big kiss mark on the side. See that?
Right.
That's lamprey eel. And they come into our lakes, like they come on this side of the lake all the time. When we catch them, we're actually told to put them back because they're endangered, right? They're becoming extinct, which is weird because they literally kill our fish. They'll suck them dry until they have. I had to pull that one off. I caught them, and I have a video of it. I haven't shared it yet because I'm gonna wait until the fall when it's salmon season. But I have a full, I'd say 47 video, like a special for the fall, to show this on the lampreys, and they'll sit on that fish until it and kill it. Like everything it eats, all its minerals, it's everything that keeps it alive. It'll suck it right down till it's dead. But yet they
Later,
tell
Scott.
us to put it back. So
Take
I
care,
was
Scott.
curious
Have a
what
good
to
night.
use. If I wanted to go for catfish, what should I use if I'm not allowed to use those things in Canada, like eel? Like, is there a good blood bait, hog leg or something? I know if I could.
I've never
Sorry.
used bud bait.
Yeah.
So
I know if I catch my fish, if I was to catch a carp and I bring it home, you know, I could use it. But here's the technicality. I could not prove to a game warden that I caught that carp out of the waters that I'm fishing in. And that's the catch that they have with us, unfortunately, is that like if you cannot use bait that has been transported from one body of water to another. Like I couldn't go buy minnows an hour away and use them in the lake that I'm at unless they're pulled out of a local bait shop from the town. So it makes it tricky because I want to try the techniques that you're using, but I'm going like, what bait do I use? You know, if it's so I'm wondering if like literally I'd have to catch a fish off the bank right there, a carp, and then start cutting it up fresh right there. Like I got to catch a carp first before I can go catfishing or something. I don't know.
Best thing you could do, Rich, is talk to somebody there in where you at, officer, and ask him about that. And he could tell you the rules and the regulations on that, and he could make it clear of what you can use and what you can't use.
Well, that's what I have the game warden book here. I got to go fishing before I fish for catfish.
You have to? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What did you say, Hogley?
I said I got to go fishing before I catch my catfish.
Oh yeah, you don't catch no coach fish. Ain't no coach fish. I'm the same way.
Yeah. I got to go fishing before I can go catfishing to catch the brim and stuff I use.
Oh, you got talking about catching the bait. I got you.
Yeah, unless I take some goldfish or something like that.
Man, they used to say they catch them down on Kerr Lake all the time with goldfish, but I know I think I did use them one time, but I never did catch nothing. But
I do agree with you, Mike. But I will say this: in Canada, you're guilty until proven innocent. Put it that way. It's not the other way around. So the fishermen, if I don't know what I'm doing when I go fish somewhere, the excuse of I didn't know doesn't work. Right. It don't work. They go, oh, well, we give these,
You read what Mike told you, Rich?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying to him. Like, if it was my word against the game warden, he would win. Because all he would say is you didn't read the book when you got your license. When you get your license, when they hand your license over, they give you a book. And they tell you, I have it here. And they say you're structured to read this. No negligence or compliance to this will be acceptable from a game warden. They basically use their own discretion.
Good morning, man.
Hey, Bo.
Crazy.
Well, look, when you go to court and try to fight that thing, if you do, they're going to side with the game warden anyway before they do you, because the game warden is his buddy.
Yep.
And the same way with a police officer, like a speeding ticket or something. I mean, it's hard to beat them.
I thought like big worm balls or something, like netting. And put like 10 worms in a big net, so it's like a big worm ball. I thought maybe that might be good. Or cut up shiners, like you get.
What Mike is saying is, if you already got the bait there when the game warden walks up, how can you prove that you didn't catch that bait?
Well, it's because of the ground. I'll get the book, but just to put it this way, whether I could prove it or not, because I can't prove it, I would be guilty. Do you understand? So like when I flay a fish and bring it home, in the game warden book, it says that you must keep the skin hide on the fish and date it and say what lake you brought it from. And this stops from freezer stocking, right? So when I can't flay a fish and take the skin off and put it in the freezer. If a game warden came to my house and seen just fillets and no skin to identify the species, I'm in trouble. I have to be able to prove what fish I caught and what lake I caught it from if they ever came to my house. My buddy got a $7,000 fine and lost his license for 15 years for stock freezing with rainbow. And he couldn't prove when he caught the fish, and he had all the fillets already deskinned. And he lost his license for 15 years for that.
How do you prove where you caught a fish?
By dating it and putting the address or putting the lake info on it. So like when you put the saran wrap up, I put it this way, for most parts, they usually just crack down on the fact that you can't identify the fish, right? Do you know what I mean? But if you're caught without identifying the fish and you can't tell them where you caught it, it's like double jeopardy. They just throw it back. It's like getting pulled out on the street and getting charged and getting a breach with it if you're on parole, right? You only broke the law for one reason. Like, let's say if I was on probation and I'm caught past my curfew, I could get 2 breaches for that. One for the charge, and the second one on top of that is a breach and negligence to my rules. So they'd use the same type of concept, the fishing ministry crap. I can get the book. I got it right here outside. I'll read it. It's crazy. That's why I want to go to the States, man. You guys can,
Well,
you
look
know.
here. Melissa said she's going outside to check the weather. Where your cameras broke?
No,
All them cameras broke down?
nope. No, she didn't say she was going outside. She just looked through the sliding glass door.
Oh. It's over with now, ain't it?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it did last about 20 or 25 minutes here. It's just a quick pass through. But that was enough. I mean, as hard as it was raining, I don't want it to rain that too long here like it.
It's coming back again. No, it ain't through.
Waves of it coming through, man.
It just lightened up.
Yeah.
It won't be through us until 4:55. It says.
Yeah, but the wind quit blowing and it just raining.
Yeah,
that's what it did here. I heard the wind was still blowing, but not like it was with that first blast.
Oh no, the wind stopped blowing.
Yeah, that's kind of what it did here, because that wind was whipping that rain, man.
Yep. It's still raining. It's just the wind ain't blowing.
Yeah, see that? Holy crap. I'll show you. Oh, share. Screen.
Well, Rick, you finna shut down anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, it's 4:39. Yeah. Shut down at 5 o'clock.
I was hoping you were gonna lose power.
What? Hey, why are you hoping you lose power?
Because they're gonna shut mine off this morning for work.
So check this out. So let me get the screen here for a second. Oh, wrong one. So check this out. The Ontario fishing regulations restrict the use of live bait as bait to only listed bait fish species. That does not include live perch. As for using perch species or any, yes, you can with some exceptions as bait, but anglers should not use entire fish harvested other than bait fish as bait. And then check this out here. Right here. How many rods can I use? Ice fishing is only 2, right? And then right here, it says, how many rods can I use in Canada, right? Can I use 2 fishing rods in Ontario? Watch this. You can have as many fishing rods in the boat as you need, but there can only be 1 line in the water per licensed person at a time. Isn't that crazy? And I'm literally on the same lake. You could be on Buffalo and you can do, like, what the? That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that proves they do drink moonshine in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
No doubt. That's crazy.
A lot of the fish coming up our creeks are fully stocked. I've noticed that now. Like when you catch a wild one, you put it back. You know what I mean? A lot of guys don't, but like the rarity, most fish that we catch are it'll be a stocked fish.
Right.
Yeah. So I think pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Can't put 1 line in the water per licensed fisherman.
Yeah, that's why I was explaining to Steve there when I was ice fishing. People were saying, well, why don't you go out into the water, the open water? Then I'm going, well, with Judy here, I have higher rods. I can use 4 rods down a hole, right? 2 for her, 2 for me. But the moment I walk 100 feet down the bank off the ice, I have to use 1 rod. So I was like, man, what do I do? Like, I'd rather have 4 lines in the water, right? So that's why I don't like ice fishing. I'll be honest. I think it's stupid. I'm sitting there just like sitting and freezing, you know.
Right.
But I got more odds to getting one in the winter on the ice.
Right. I understand.
Yeah.
Who's eating that bowl of soup?
Oh,
Right.
it's
Sound like
Judy.
somebody eating a bowl of soup. I keep hearing that spoon hit against the bowl.
Yeah. Hold on.
Making me hungry. I'm going to rip a door off my refrigerator and get a piece of that poor man steak and cook it.
It'll come in a sec. My computer don't like StreamYard and Google. It's like a pasta thing, Judy, man. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess that's not the virtual. Garbage. It's actually really good, honey. You did a great job. Okay, no background. There we go.
Boy,
It's like a tuna casserole.
oh, there it is.
Oh, man, you shouldn't be telling me all that now. I love tuna casserole.
I prefer fish over any meat. Like,
Oh, yeah,
any
I
meat.
do too. That's my favorite meat.
I tell y'all one thing. This boar's nest is about to ruin my cat. He stayed grouchy, man.
You want to go get in the bed, don't it? Lay down.
He want me to go get in that bed so he can get up on top of me. That's where he sleeps, up on my shoulder, up on my hip. Y'all will see him down in the floor.
That's crazy, Carly.
I never had a cat like him. He stays on my feet everywhere I go, everything I do.
That's kind of cool. Puts a guitar in there.
Well, in about another 15 minutes, you'll be able to oblige.
We got 2 of those. When we got these cats, I told Kay, I said, hell, I was having to vacuum every day.
Right.
I see that cat hair. I had to go get the vacuum cleaner. You know, cats shed. They constantly shed.
What?
Cats shed.
Oh, yeah. I thought something else was shedding now somewhere.
No, cats. And we got 2 of them in the house, and they just regular old cats, but they shed.
Hey.
So we bought one of those Christmas before last. We gave each other one of those rhombus, what you call it, iRobot, one of the vacuum cleaners.
Right.
Quiet.
And what they laughing about? Well, anyway,
I think he got a whoopee cushion.
Yeah, but yeah.
Listen.
Even somebody that fired up on some white beans. One.
And anyway, I bought another one for Valentine.
Uh-oh.
And because one, I was having to run one of them constantly every day, you know.
Oh, wow.
And we ain't got the ones that you got that automatic dump. You got to dump it yourself.
Good night,
I've been
Brian.
telling Kay, I said, we need
See you later, Brad.
Get another one of them things.
Yeah.
So we did. And I can catch up with the vacuuming in one day. But boy, you talking about doing some good. I can't hardly handle it. Cat hair.
Rain is done, lady.
Sorry, I didn't really mean to do that. That slipped by. Judy's losing it.
I got past the goalie.
Oh, Scott, is that the only reason why you hung out with us tonight?
What's that?
Man, I hope it ain't.
Scott said rain is done. Later, y'all.
We'll see, Scott.
Take care, Scott, buddy. Rest well, man.
Poor Judy can taste it.
She said she can't stop laughing. She hears birds a lot.
You fart in front of Judy, bud? You got 10 minutes of laugh and she's losing it. So I gotta mute the mic.
And Melissa's cracking me up.
She's eating too, so you can imagine what tuna casserole tastes like.
Ew, babe.
I missed it. I didn't hear it. Hey, Rex. All right, y'all. I guess we're fixing to shut down, so I'm gonna go and say my goodbyes now. So get on out of here.
Okay,
All
bud.
right.
It's
Well,
good to
enjoy
see you,
y'all,
man.
Man.
I hadn't seen you in a couple of nights. It's good to see you, man. Come back and
Yeah,
see
you
us
missed-
more often.
You missed last night, and I missed night before last.
Yeah. Yeah, I was vacating. I was here, but I was in my chair snoring. And I woke up, it still was on Mike's live, but it stopped playing. And I pushed the button and it continued the way it cut off. It just continued. I said, good Lord, I done missed it all.
Well, I'll see y'all later.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Don't y'all forget that about Tim Molina's in the hospital, and don't forget the prayers for him, and don't forget the prayers for Douglas, Mr. Douglas, wife
Yep.
in the hospital needing prayers.
Yep.
Oh my
And
God, Tim's in the hospital?
we need to continue to pray for Mama. That's she got moved into rehab today. It says Mike Chavez's wife. We call her Mama. Her name's Sharon. They moved into rehab, and she's doing better. Mike sent a message out today to me and says she's doing good and she's feeling better. And that's good, man. So she's advancing, but slowly. So let's continue to pray for her too. I mean, there's a lot of people in our catfish community that's sick, and just add them to your prayer list. Just say a little prayer for them. I mean, don't think it don't help, because it does.
Right.
But that's about all I got to say about people. You didn't cover the rest of them that I knew about. Oh, glad.
Okay.
I'm sure some of them are out there that I really don't know about, but the last few days I kind of been out of touch of watching lives and doing things because I've been doing some other things. And it's probably going to be that way more with me, because the weather gets better, I'm going to start getting out and doing some fishing and stuff and doing other things.
Right. Right.
But I'm going to hang in and watch all I can when I can. And I'm going to still try to get in a few lives and comment and stuff. But if I don't fall asleep, I'll be up on hog legs regular, like I'm supposed to be. But I can't make no promises when that old black dog gonna jump on me.
All right. All right.
But
And
it's good
again,
to see everybody, and y'all take care. And hog leg, you and Melissa take care. I hope the storms don't bother you, and you keep your current. And appreciate you putting up with me, brother.
all right. Well, I thank you for coming up here. I don't expect you to be up here every night. I just want you to enjoy your life. And
Oh, I am. I enjoy being up here because I appreciate you want me to help you out, and I like to be up here, and I like to be good as my word. Say I'll be here, but man, I just got smacked last night. It just eased up on me so easy.
it does all of us, buddy. And look
Man.
here, I'm gonna say this again. I haven't decided what night I'm gonna take another night off. Whether it be Friday night, Friday morning, say like right now, tonight's show,
Yeah.
or the Monday morning show. But I plan on taking one of these nights off so I can go fishing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job,
And
buddy.
I'm leaning towards Monday morning show because that way that'll give me Saturday and Sunday to get ready to go Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gives you more preparation. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
once I get everything I need to go live and all, and I might try doing a live. I hadn't done one yet. I might try doing it, and I might try to do it fishing if I can find a place where I got a signal. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, if
Yeah.
you need any help with that or anything, you know you can get a hold of us, buddy. I'll help you do a live or help you with
Oh yeah,
anything.
Hogleg done already told me he helped me. And Mike has too. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people done told me they helped me. So
Yeah.
I
He
got a lot
got
of
me
help, and I
a streamer.
appreciate that. I don't take
Yeah.
that lightly. You know, I don't take that lightly. I appreciate everybody wanted to lend a hand and help me out. 'Cause you know, Lord knows I need it. I got a whole lot to learn. But
Yeah. Hogleg
everybody
helped
give
me
me
with
a
streamer.
everybody's giving me a goodbye and see you later and take care. Appreciate y'all. Y'all do the same, and we'll get together again for long.
That's right.
Thanks. Thanks very much for having me up here, Hogleg. Regardless of everything that's falling around me, your love and your support is amazing, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming up here, Rich.
I really do rely on this. I do like this chat. Like I mean, you see, it's the most reputable. It's the only one I keep coming to night after night after night after night after night. So
Right.
if I ever step out of line, you just send me a message and say, "Boy, I'm gonna kick you in the taters."
Yeah, Bug man, you right. Going live is easy, but doing it well is not. And if
Right.
I want to learn how to do it well, so to be entertainment. And if anybody, when I go live and they see something that they don't like or something I'm not doing right, I'm man enough to listen to you. Tell me in the chat, I'm on Messenger. You can message me, whatever, and tell me, say, hey, look, give you a little advice. Maybe I'll try to do this or try this. I'm gonna listen to it and I'll take it to heart. So don't
Right.
feel bad about criticizing me because that's
I've
what I want. It
I've
makes me better.
found two different things I've noticed from lives. One, the chat. Some people get a lot of attention by just paying attention to the chat. But I find the big ones, if you can pay attention to the chat, but still talk fishing, right? While you're doing things, say you're setting, tying up your line, you talk about tying your line, what kind of line you're using. That makes
Right.
people keep coming back, right? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
So, like, if you can
Otherwise,
get
give her
used to
knowledge.
talking, yeah,
Yeah, give
sort
her
of, but
knowledge
don't give
so they
all
have
your
it.
secrets, though. You got to save that for like 1,000
No,
subs.
you gotta keep a little tiny ace in the hole. You know, put a
Yeah,
quarter in
yeah.
your pocket.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah. At 300, at 600 subs, I'll tell you what hook I'm using. At 1,000 subs, I'll tell you what line I'm using.
Right.
There you
Yeah, yeah.
go. Yeah.
Right on. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for
All
the
right,
All right.
prayers.
brother.
Thank you for the love, man. It's really cool.
All right. Uh,
I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna
we're
put hog legs.
gonna we're going to get ready and shut it down and give everybody else a couple more minutes to tell everybody bye. And that's right. Criticize you, Kenneth. Just stay who you are.
Well, what I'm doing is who I am, and I ain't even no changing. I've been that way all my life. So you either like me or don't like me. If you don't like me, give me a thumbs down and move on. So you don't have to look.
And Bug Man, uh, I found it easier to do a live when while you're fishing if you have somebody to come up there with you and handle the chat.
I keep trying to do that, and Hogleg showed me last week how to set it up, but I didn't set the stream up with my phone initially. I set it up on my computer. So thankfully, I had Judy with me, but I can tell you when you're by yourself, it is really hard to enjoy your fishing when you have to sit there and glue to the chat because a lot of people want to engage with you, and if you don't, they tend to leave. So it's weird because
Right.
you know, it's weird. It is. I don't want to get into the politics, but me personally, if there was no chat at all, I'd be still sitting there watching you the whole time fishing because I want to see the fishing, right? So you know, it's a little tricky. It's a little
Well,
tricky.
let me ask you this: if you have your, say you have your you're live on one device and you chat on another device, would that device you look in the chat, would it come up where you can see it better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
And
got to figure out how to do that then.
I found too, don't like hide the chat. I found this out because you got to remember you're using two devices at the same time, so your data is going to be like twice as much usage, right? Do you know what I'm saying? So having the chat only on the device that you're having the chat on, because every time somebody does something here and types, it's downloading that, right? There's database being used. So on the device that you're recording, hide the chat. And you'll find that you'll run smoother. Only allow the chat on the device that you're watching.
Right.
Okay.
That makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Because if you
Yeah.
have both of them going on at the same time, your data bill. Me and Judy used 20 gigs. What was it the other day? We fished for 8.5 hours or 8 hours, close to 8 hours, and it used almost 17 gigs.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I looked online and it said the double chats will actually they'll eat up your data a lot quicker. So hide it.
Yeah,
Get
I
it out
got
of the
you.
way.
So the one you doing the live feed on, hide the chat on that, then the one you reading the chat on, just leave it on.
That's right. And if you really want to save your data even further, you can pause when you're looking at the chat, the device that you're looking at the chat at, you can pause the video. If you have it on live chat and you don't have to watch yourself fishing unless you want to see your rods. I notice some people do that. You can see your rod tips through your device, right? But on the video you're looking at the chat, pause the video and keep the chat up and put it on live chat, and the chat will keep going. So now you're not downloading the video consistently. You have two video images going on at the same time on your data. It's crazy.
So what you telling me then is the one that you got the stream on, leave a stream on that and hide the chat. Then the one you reading the chat, hide the stream and
yes,
keep
sir.
it.
It'll save your data. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes
because
sense.
it'll eat your data so quick, man. You'll have two videos going off at the same time and two chats going off at the same time.
I got you. I just got to figure out how to do that.
Well, I would just go live and have fun. Maybe get Hogleg up there to host for you, and then right in the beginning of the stream, he can help you through it. He can put you backstage, and you guys can figure it out before you even go live.
Right.
Right. You guys can talk back and forth, set it all up.
I'd ask him to get married with the first time or two to I can get it in my head and get moderators set and stuff like that. I got a few moderators now, but I don't have many.
Well, if you ever go live, buddy, and I'm around, I'll be there. But Judy's a better mod than me. But
you're better at like talking though.
Yeah, I'm better at maybe hosting, but when it comes to catfishing, I wouldn't get up and talk about that. I would let somebody else do that because they'll be able to explain to the person more about what you're doing.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, then. We're going to continue this conversation later another time. I think it's around 5 after now, ain't it? Okay.
Yep, it just hit 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I can feel it in my bones. 5 o'clock is all I can always feel when it's 5 a.m.
Right. All right. Y'all know what time it is.
Take care, family. Love everybody. Y'all be safe. We'll catch you later.
Peace out.